Hello, what's up? Welcome to the Rooster Teeth podcast. I am Brandon.
I'm Chris.
I'm John.
And I'm Todd.
Who's Todd?
Hey, wait. Just want to say real quick, this episode of the Rooster Teeth podcast is brought to you by, who the fuck is Todd?
He's another bald white dude that we've made friends with.
Too much testosterone, boys. Sorry about that.
Is that what you say every morning in that mirror?
Is that what makes you go? Isn't that what testosterone makes you go bald?
Is that why I have so much hair?
Too much.
Too much
Too much.
testosterone?
It does something to
Does it make your
something.
balls bigger or smaller?
I think
Bigger, right?
testosterone
Are you talking
can
literally?
make your balls because
Yeah.
mine get small when I don't take my medicine.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Yeah,
Really?
there's a fluctuation in size when I don't take my medicine.
Like, is it like a
Catch you up,
quick
Todd. I
thing
don't
or
take
like an
testosterone,
extended?
I take testosterone injections.
Sorry, I brought it up.
No, it's fine. It's a normal thing. I brought it up on the podcast before, but yeah, there's a fluctuation in size.
But look
Can
at
you
my
just
How
do
big
it-
of a
but-
fluctuation? Like,
Could you set up like a GoPro and a time lapse just so you could watch it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit.
But look at
Yeah,
those
and just
over
put
a
a little,
GoPro.
put a little
No,
hand
no,
clock
you
in the
could
background
You could
too.
just have one place once a day where you take one picture.
Like those photos that people take.
like like one picture every day, and you see it. People age and stuff. Would you see your balls shrink? And
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
just
so
hope
how
you don't
big-
get.
how big of a?
I'm
fluctuation?
not giving you any sort of details on size, but I will say there is a noticeable difference. Oh, almost like, okay, I will say I can put it into terms that would make sense to you. What's the size difference between jumping into a cold pool and just after having sex?
24%.
Well, that's a
24%.
It's a big difference, right?
It's a drop.
Wait,
Difference.
Chris, wait. What does this represent?
You
Is
went
this
to
a literal measurement?
You went to a metric I wasn't
Sure.
aware of.
And how do you
Why not?
measure it? Do you use a protractor or something? Or
I
they're
think
like,
that, or what's the?
gotta go to the testicle store?
Yeah, it's what's
Yeah.
those things that people use to like check how much fat content you have. It's those things.
Oh yeah,
Put that right in there.
it's not a caliper. Is it a caliper?
Yeah, it's a caliper.
Caliper. It's a caliper. Todd.
Oh yeah, we were talking about testicles. Speaking of which,
on Mind Joel show.
That's great.
Todd,
What's the
you
name of your
came
show?
From it's what do you know?
What do you know?
What do you know?
With a question mark.
Possibly a question mark. We're undecided.
is
We
it
don't
show
know.
like
As
eight-
the
don't know
show's
yet.
Aren't you like
airing-
3 episodes in?
As the show's airing, we're still undecided about the question mark.
Then that in itself would dictate a question mark.
No, it doesn't.
No.
No, it's a half question mark. 'Cause it's like,
Wait.
well, maybe.
Explain to me grammatically how a sentence that says "What do you know" makes sense without a question mark.
He was like, huh, what do you know?
Oh, but I still
See?
think that's a question.
No, it's more of a statement.
John would be right, and that's. He would be
Thank
correct.
you. I've always liked Todd.
So Todd worked on Barely Political.
Yeah,
YouTube
I've been on
channel.
YouTube before. I worked on at Barely Political, a very large YouTube channel, and then I bailed and I moved to Austin.
Yeah,
that's
and
where
then
we
you
are right
said
now.
sup, and then we said sup, and then we made a thing
9 months later, we made a thing.
months later. Yeah, you got to work with Chris a lot, right?
Demarais?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Not sure.
Generic
about
white boy
that.
number
I did.
5?
You were on
I
a
did
thing.
actually, because one of my roles on the show was, which the show's. There's some great episodes. You should really check it out. I don't know which camera is which, but there's only 17 cameras.
Yeah, I did
quick one
actually.
into each.
We switched out my layout for on the spot, and my camera moved. And then Friday when I did my intro, and I'm supposed to look right at the camera and say I'm your host Jon Risinger. I was looking at the wrong camera, so like it's just like I was kind of like looking just a little bit to the right of the main
You're like
camera.
awkward, where there's people who like don't look you in the eye.
Yeah,
We're like,
yeah, yeah.
Hey, nice to meet you. My name's.
Had like 2 lazy eyes. I feel like I need to shake your hand. You put your hand out there.
I'm Jon Risinger. I'm the host of On the Spot.
That's actually pretty accurate to me.
Reaching out.
And constantly like looking at the wrong camera when they cut to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we talk about handshakes?
Yeah.
They're the worst, right?
Oh yeah. I my thing is
God, I
you
went
can
Seinfeld
detect
there.
a handshake, and I think Patrick. I believe Patrick noticed this when Gus and I first interviewed him. You can detect when the handshake is going to come up, right? I have a move. It's a stand up and a slow back away because I don't want to touch your hand.
So you back away from a handshake?
Yeah, no, it's not a like step thing.
It's not like
just
someone shakes your hand and you're like, whoa.
It's making the person feel uncomfortable
By greeting
trying
them.
to initiate the handshake. Well, no, not a greet. A greet, you're stuck. You got
What?
no options.
Are you guys
But, like,
all anti-handshake?
No.
I have no
I'll
problem.
I'll tell you where. You have no problem with it? I have no
No.
problem with
What
handshakes.
are they?
I have a problem with the variance of handshakes and also the opportunity for things like hugs and fist bumps and all that kind of stuff. I hate that there's not a standard, that when like there's nothing like there's so many like going in for a handshake and someone's like going in for a hug, or going for a handshake and someone's got a fist bump. Just terrible.
It's about power. Like
What?
situation. Like at the
What's the power
wedding
move?
reception, right? We had to greet everybody, and a lot of these like big tough guys came in, that were friends with my big tough father-in-law. And then everyone that came in, I was like, I am gonna meet them and exceed this handshake. So I met it, and I was like full, firm, and like I have dainty hands. I have like
You have fine
pianist
hands.
hands.
Those are great
And then you
hands.
not only do that, you do the.
Oh, you like
I could rip your arm off.
Mucho
grip the
gusto.
wrist, yeah.
Does it make sense though?
Yeah, no, like, okay, I will say yes. Handshakes, everyone should learn how to give a good handshake. That's a normal thing. That's something that I noticed. We shake hands with a lot of people. When we go to cons and stuff like that, we shake hands, or we're at parties and that kind of thing with industry things. Everyone should learn to make a good, firm handshake. Aim for the hand, get a good grip, do a couple shakes, and be done with that. I'm talking about like when you're just in a social gathering and you don't know what's the deal for this one. Are we all going to be just going in for those like the handshake into the hug? Are we going to do a little side hug? Are we going to do a handshake that then turns into like a slide or something?
Well,
I have
it's
a
like the
question.
handshake and then the slide and then the snap. But if the snap goes wrong, you got no way out. You just got to slowly walk away. You know what I'm talking
Everything
about?
out. All of your tactics involve you just walking away.
No. It's you know what I'm talking about. Like here, Chris, do the thing.
Well,
it's like this, and we're like.
oh yeah, whereas people do. I hate whenever
Snap it.
That's too many things.
that's confusing to me. I have a question for you, John.
Yeah, what?
In addition to the size of your balls changing, does the strength of your handshake vary as well with like is there
Oh, like when someone loses their vision, all their other senses get stronger.
Well,
No, I
it
think
just
he
has-
means like if I don't take my medicine, does my
He's saying
strength waver?
Chris is saying testosterone levels of testosterone impact the level of your handshake.
That's what because you were saying on your wedding you were trying to aggressively handshake, right?
It's true.
And so I was wondering if because when you have less testosterone, you're less aggressive, right?
Right.
So would that affect your handshake?
I guess maybe in a micro way. I don't think it goes from like, hey, Chris, to like, hey, Chris. It doesn't go to that, but it's probably like no, it doesn't at all. I would say no, you're an idiot. It doesn't change at all. Testosterone can affect like how much muscle mass I can like create at a quick time. In fact, like the stuff I take, I'm told by every doctor who's ever prescribed it to me, like this is stuff that people would pay money to get. This is basically like legal steroids. It's
Damn.
just concentrated testosterone.
How do I get human growth hormone?
I don't know. All
I
I have is synthetic testosterone. I don't know how you get HGH.
I just don't know. Do I go to a gym
Yeah.
and like I just strike up a conversation? Like
I don't even know how to get drugs.
I don't either.
The dark
Like,
web. Muscle heads use the dark web.
You'd have to ask for like juice.
But no, but how
like-
friendly do I have to be
Right?
with this person? Is it like a work your way up? Like, you have to hang out a little bit, go to a movie. Like, I don't know.
No, it's like, hey, you're a professional wrestler. We're new friends. I need a source for your juice.
I don't know any pro
That's how that
wrestlers.
goes.
I think you have to be like, I want to
I
get
know you guys.
I want to get my wrestling to the next level, and then you like wink. And I think that's
So
I actually have a question for Chris. If
Yeah,
you-
Chris, write a script that people can download. If you-
none of you guys have issues though with germs and handshakes.
no.
I'm not a big fan of poop, and I feel like there's
Okay,
just poop.
let's make the connection
Oh,
there, Brandon. Let's make the connection.
No,
Handshakes
like,
to poop.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's like where there's a ton. There's just so much like fecal matter on hands. That's why you get sick if you go to you eat food at a place where people don't wash their hands. You get like what, dysentery?
Well, I know that
That's not right.
in the restrooms here they don't have the soap, but in a lot of places they have the soap, and you're supposed to actually wash your
What do you mean
hands.
they don't have the soap?
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
He's acting like soap doesn't exist. Like you're not supposed to
Yeah,
wash
but
your
I don't
hands after
know.
you wipe your
Those
butt.
Austin
know.
hipsters and their lack of soap.
I have no idea what they've been doing.
You gotta worry about yourself.
Hey,
man.
Brandon, you're married.
Yes.
You gonna have a kid someday?
I suppose.
I'm not saying you have to.
the idea is nice, but then we think about how much money that costs.
It does.
And like there's stuff now we want to do that we can't, so we just got another dog, which I think it kind of fills that natural instinct to want to have a kid. And he's fucking crazy.
I love your
So
little doggy, little Vader.
yeah, little Vader had to go to the emergency room with him.
What now?
Emergency
Wait, I
room.
was in a car with Brandon. We were going to lunch, and he actually took a call from his veterinarian.
Yes.
And when you're in the car and somebody else is talking, you like have to hear their conversation. And he talked about the dog's pooping problems for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And we're like driving to lunch.
It was
the whole
there's
time.
serious
This is
problems.
serious stuff.
When you have like diarrhea on your carpet, it's a serious issue. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about this dog. He's crazy. And he somehow got his head and arm stuck through a loop, a metal loop that's supposed to hold his bowl, his like food bowl in his kennel. And we took him to the vet, and the vet's like, in 30 years, I think I've seen something like this twice. And we're like, yeah. And it's like one of those special moments. It's like puppy's first emergency room visit, $300 fine.
Oh,
look,
my God.
There he is.
What?
And
What?
Paula
It looks like
told me about
headgear
it.
for Brady.
And I was like, she told me about it. I was like, you need to take him to the ER. She's like, no, my friend's coming with pliers. And I'm like, no, do not take pliers to the dog.
So Brandon, you've had a dog go to the emergency room because of a frame stuck around their head. You've had a dog go to the emergency room because they ate
Lube.
lube.
Are they
But
trying
I
to
don't
kill
think-
themselves? Did you guys ever think about that?
Well, the thing is,
No, the pug loves lube.
How did he know about it in the first place?
It's just like found something. It's just like, this isn't bad. I mean, you think about it, like dogs just eat the same dry dog food, every day.
It's
It's like dessert.
You ever had a dog get into the trash where there were tampons?
Well, no.
Yeah, I've had that.
condoms
No.
are funny too.
I don't think I've ever had a dog get into condoms.
Yeah, well, it's gross.
Oh, yeah, I know I've been there.
That's disgusting. I'd be more worried about that because that's like plastic or rubber, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, if they do it, you really want them to, really commit. Because if they just
swallow?
kind of
You
like
want-
bite through it, no, they don't realize they've like
disgusting.
pierced it and you can't tell.
Wait, no.
That's a
no,
baby.
No. I'm talking about used condoms, dude. Not like
Ew, why would a dog have access to a used condom?
Trash can.
trash can. The same way they would have access to a
Wait,
tampon.
you throw your condoms in trash cans?
Yeah, and then you
I'm
wash
not
your
saying-
hands
Where
with
do you
soap.
put yours?
Flush it down the
No,
toilet.
but this is like
That's bad, man.
No, you don't just like.
No, I
It is
fl-
bad. It is
Is
bad.
it
You
really
just
bad?
so you just spend like 3 days with like a rotting condom like
Why
in
do
your
you condoms-
trash.
Are you not supposed to?
Why do
I
your
flush
condoms
them.
rot?
I
Everything
flush them in the
rots.
toilet
He has
now. Is that a
semen.
thing you're not supposed to do?
I don't flush anything.
You're not supposed to.
rubber or plastic into the toilet.
Yeah, I'm with Juan here.
But no. But like the size of to me, I always think of like when I flush something, is it bigger than what a poop might be? Like, does that make sense? Like,
Well,
if a
it's
turd,
like-
yeah, but
if a turd is this,
Turd
like,
breaks down.
Well,
Yeah.
Chris, though, I think the risk is, you remember you're
Are you saying I
supposed
should, like,
whenever you
shred
have
the
like a
condom?
6-pack.
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, whenever you have a 6-pack,
Yeah,
and
that's
have like all of those like holes from you have to cut through them all. So what if you flush the condom and then all of a sudden, like, it finds a fish and just like traps it like a net, and you have like a little fish that's just like
then
floundering in
it
the
will
water.
get impregnated by human semen, and you start to see some more diversity in the
That's
fish.
how
world.
mermaids
Yeah.
are made.
Yeah.
Wait, so are you
Um,
really not supposed to flush?
I
not
don't know if
supposed to.
it's for a fact. I don't have any actual.
Is it for the environment
Yeah.
or for
Yeah,
the environment?
I would say environment. Also, I'd be worried about my plumbing if I.
Well, I feel bad now.
I'm in an apartment. I don't care. They can come in. They can find like 40 condoms. Be like, what the hell is this? And be like, impressed.
It's a weird thing too, because when you think about condoms, it's like it's unborn babies that you're flushing, and then also if you're killing.
But
fish
no,
with it, I don't-
it's
That's not
unborn babies is probably not the
Okay,
best way
or
to describe it.
okay.
it's just
that's not.
semen.
It's just semen,
Fair enough.
but it's like the potential to make babies.
Potential.
Yeah, but
Plus,
that's every time you jack off.
yeah, I don't know. I'm just like adding it up in my head when I'm also killing fish, John.
Yeah, I know. So stop it.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying it's like
Throw it in the trash. Don't flush your condoms down the toilet.
Yeah, and if your dog gets into it and you put it in the trash, do the thing when you like catch you have a kid who's smoking cigarettes. You like make him smoke a ton more. So you get out that gross of condoms that you have, and you just start. You want this schnapsy? Huh? You want this? You want
Just
this?
spend
I
your
have-
day, get like a good movie, and
Yeah.
I have a funny story, but I won't name the name of the person this funny story is about because I don't want to embarrass them. But
you're looking
he-
at me.
No, I'm not talking about you. But he did have an instance recently where he thought he was going to be in a position where he's going to have a lot of sex coming up and bought a larger box of condoms than he normally would. And then that opportunity went out the window and he was not having sex. So he was stuck with just a giant box of just condoms.
Just
are you
mocking
talking about
him.
yourself, John?
No. I always actually buy too little. I don't ever commit on a big box.
Yeah, you don't want to get
I
too
always
cocky.
buy big box and just assume I'll get to
I
it
guess
at
I'm
some
more of a
point.
pessimist. Is that how you can determine if you're a pessimist or optimist? Is the size of condom boxes you buy?
Yeah. Trojans for pessimists. So,
Do you use Instacart?
I used to. I don't now.
So Instacart is a food delivery service. It's great.
I use it sometimes.
Yeah.
You're crowding
so
up the grocery
I had
store,
no
by the way.
issues. I don't know how everyone else feels with just adding condoms on Instacart.
You have an issue or you don't have an issue?
Don't have an issue.
Yeah.
It seems perfectly fine, and I just have somebody
Seems
like
funny to
shopping
me.
for it. And then sometimes they'll be like, let's look for get all this lube and stuff too. So you just have somebody like going and like buying everything.
It
don't
is.
have an issue with it.
I'm in my 30s, and it still
Me
is
too.
like.
That sucks.
Yeah, I know. But it's still like, it's still silly to me when I go buy condoms. Like I'm still like slightly embarrassed because it's almost like when you go and buy like just diarrhea medication, they know what this is for, and it's like you go to the store and you have condoms, like they know
You
what I'm
should
buying
buy.
this
You know
for.
what you should do is whenever you buy diarrhea medicine, you should also buy what's that stuff that keeps you from that makes you poop?
Fiber.
No, what's the stuff?
X-Lax?
It's like you buy
Or
diarrhea medicine
laxative.
and X-Lax. So it's
Oh.
like they don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I do like that though. Like if you have like a cart, like you go to like Walgreens to get like condoms, and then have like a box of like Pop Tarts
Yeah,
and new batteries. It's like, what kind of
Well,
night
what's
am
the
I gonna
opposite?
have?
What's
Yeah.
the opposite of a condom?
Not a condom.
Like a diaphragm?
A kid?
What's the okay? So a condom stops a girl from getting pregnant.
So something that facilitates pregnancy,
I don't know,
like a funnel.
like a turkey baster.
So
No, a super soaker. Because you keep
No,
pumping
no.
it,
But like,
and
so
then
it
you
would
have
have
options.
It,
You
it
can
would
either
have
have
to be
it
something
spray
that
in there or the strong jet.
it would have to be something that facilitated pregnancy, just to like. So then
I guess like prenatal like vitamins or something.
no, because then they're like, now then they should have bought these before.
Yeah, I guess that's for after you get pregnant.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a condom break
No.
during coitus?
But does everybody else like afterward you go to the sink and then you just like put it on the sink and then you fill up with water
Yeah,
and
you
then
do the
you
water
inspect it and you do one like flick?
No, I'm
flick-
talking like a very clear break.
No.
Yeah, but I think it was just like once. I think.
Did you do something about it, or did you just roll the dice?
No. It was before finish. So it was like oh shit, let's get a new one.
Do you have a child?
Okay. Do you have a kid?
No.
Oh, okay.
God, can you imagine if Chris had a kid?
God, no.
Oh, I want you to
I'd
have
feel
a kid
better.
now.
I'm sure he'd take care of you, Chris. Be very responsible.
Speaking
I'd
of
probably get
kids-
him like hung up on the bowl of his food thing.
Yeah.
There's a great picture that we used in the What Do You Know show where Chris was on, the time travel episode, where he's got a little Joel on the. Is it Joel?
Is it
Joel's
a little-
face?
no, it's-
Whose
yeah,
face
yeah.
is whose?
I'm the adult. And
You're
Joel's,
the dad
yeah,
and
yeah.
Joel's the kid. It's a great. And Joel's
Yeah.
his kid.
I
Takes
think
the question.
Chris would make a really, really, really fun father, albeit maybe a little absent-minded.
I think I'd be a cooler uncle
No,
because
yeah.
it's like
You'd be
Agreed.
surprised. You'd be surprised how quickly the kid itself, for lack of a better word, matures you or inspires you to the position. So I think, given a child, you'd get right up there and be a good dad.
Let's roll the
Yeah.
dice. Does anybody out there have a kid to give?
We should
or
say
just
prenatal-
interested
prenatal
in
vitamins.
making one.
Social experiments to perform
Yeah.
here.
You could could we like have Chris foster a kid for like a few months?
New episode of Social Disorder.
Can I ask you guys a very serious relationship question?
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
Because apparently,
It's too late,
like
you're married.
nobody sees this the same way. You guys remember that song "99 Problems"
But a bitch ain't
by
one.
Jay-Z,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
He has he's saying he has 99 problems because he's in like a good relationship, right? And he doesn't have to worry about that relationship, right? Is that everyone else?
I actually was
believe-
never clear if it was that or if it was that he didn't have a girlfriend at the time.
Yeah, but then you got oh man, that's
Look,
not fun.
he's just saying broadly, I have many problems, but the dog investigating my car is not one because I'm protected by civil rights. That's it,
I
right?
don't know where that went.
That's it. Don't you guys know that?
That's exactly what it means. I don't. Why you bring up Jay-Z lyrics?
Because I was talking to somebody last night about this, and I mean, everybody had a completely different opinion, and it just like blew me because I thought,
think-
I
You're
think
gonna
it
see in the
generally
comments
is.
that
I
I'm
have 99
correct.
problems, but a unfortunate girl.
No, it's not. It's about a dog. It is about a drug dog. I'm not even kidding. Back me up in these comments, folks, because these guys did not do their homework. I did.
Is it because
Is it
related
really?
to the?
Fuck me, are you
we heard
serious?
A true
And
dad.
is the
Isn't that a
dog?
drug dog?
Yeah,
and
man, don't you listen to the lyrics? Or you
I know,
just
like,
dance in the
No,
club?
I don't.
or
I know he's.
I don't dance in the club either.
You
I just
guys
know,
were
like,
like
the cop
12.
stops him right, and he
guys were
wants
like
to get in the
12 when
glove
that came
compartment
out,
in the
too.
trunk, and he says, "You need a warrant for that." That's the only
Yeah.
lyric I remember. Is the
Yeah.
dog in the trunk?
The dog, I believe, is outside the car in
But
this
it says at the
scenario.
beginning of the song, if you're having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son.
Yes, that is separate. That is like, you are having problems of any nature, and I do sympathize, but it is not my particular
It's a
problem.
little bit misleading to start the verse off with girl and end it with bitch.
Write your congressman, man. You know what I mean? Get involved.
Cruz doesn't care.
Oh no, the reason it came up because like sometimes whenever I get out of a relationship and I'll be like, oh man, it was kind of nice. Now
When
it
you get
sucks.
out
I'd
of
be
this
like,
one,
I
yeah.
have 100 problems, but that doesn't make sense if. So nobody agrees with me.
That what?
That I don't know what
And your
I don't know
alternative
what-
That
facts?
Jay-Z, like the whole point is that he's in a very nice relationship, like committed.
No,
and he's
I think
having a
I
good
assumed it was
time.
that he didn't
I-
have a
and he-
girl.
I just don't care.
All right, fair enough.
Not big on Jay-Z? I have no idea what kind of music you listen to, Chris.
Slipknot.
Yeah.
I just see it written. His Slipknot tattoo on his lower back
Yeah.
tells you everything.
Chris, you didn't
Why
watch
would
the
I have
Super
seen
Bowl
that?
last night, did you?
No, of course not.
Why not?
I don't know.
It's like a thing. You gotta watch it.
I would. There are circumstances in which I will watch it, but I didn't.
You
I
missed
watched-
a pretty cool commercial.
I watched the entire game from start to finish.
Didn't it like get really close?
Yeah, it did.
Like it was
Yeah,
a surprise.
It went into
close?
overtime for the first time in history.
and it was like surprisingly close. It was like they were
As in,
gonna
like,
lose a lot.
first half of the game, Falcons were killing them,
was a
and then they
blowout.
scored nothing the second half, and the Pats just kept scoring and bringing it back up to even.
Who ended
It
up
wasn't
winning?
necessarily close.
Pats.
It was one-sided on one, and then one-sided on the other. But there was a commercial. I think you would like from Amazon. It was like 15 seconds, and you think it's advertising their little the Echo device where
Yeah.
you say, "Oh, buy me detergent" or
Oh yeah,
whatever.
Or
Alexa
MDB.
do that.
Yeah. So you're like, "Oh, I don't have detergent, and let me
So there it
order
is.
something here." And you're like, "Oh, okay, it's kind of lame." And then all of a sudden, the drone appears and it has it for you. It was like a 2-second tease.
Yeah,
But they teased the drone like
I
2 or
know,
3
but
years
this
ago.
is before Black Friday or
Yeah.
Digital Monday, what the fuck it's called. But I mean, this has to mean something a little bit more, right?
Guys,
Like
drone
it's
teasing,
really getting closer.
drone teasing is becoming a real issue in this country. Okay, I don't think we should support it in any way.
Gaga. Did you see the Gaga's halftime show?
Yeah.
Did you see her drones?
She had
Her
drones?
drone army. She had it opens up and it's her like on top of the stadium, very top, and it's just this. It's framed so she's in the bottom middle of the screen and just giant black sky behind her, and then stars start blinking and lighting up, and I'm like, is this some sort of LED net up there? But then like perspective wise, it was like that's too far away, and then the fucking lights started to move in formation and change lights and form the American flag and everything. Turns out she had a bunch of drones.
She
up in
just
the sky.
ordered a bunch of Doritos from
like
Amazon
a
Prime.
ton.
Just
Look, that's all drones.
wow.
And they were like moving and floating in sync, you know.
How freaky would it be? Like the guy controlling it, I was like, all right, got to turn these off. And then all of a sudden they all fly away. Like you've created an entire swarm, like a drone army.
Like the end of her.
That'd be funny if it was
Sorry,
just
it's a bad
always in an
reference.
American flag formation. Like, sorry, pal, you can buy the drone army, but she's always going to be in this here formation. I hope you like
guy
it.
selling the drone.
Hell yeah, dude. I cornered the market once they started drone teasing 2 years ago. Now I sell drone flags. Get one for any country.
So at the end of the performance, she just jumps off stage, right?
No, at the
She
beginning.
committed
Oh yeah,
suicide.
at the end she did. At the beginning she jumped off, and at the end she jumped
How
off.
cool would it be if she just disappeared?
That'd be
She
pretty
just
awesome.
decided that
From
she
the
was going to
face
go
of
away,
the
and then
earth.
like that would be the most amazing
She's
thing.
very
Slipped
Andy
and fell into a
Kaufman-esque.
chasm that opened up into the depths of the world. Yeah.
She did a literal mic drop and then herself drop, is what she did. Like
Chris, did you just say chasm?
he did say chasm.
Do we point that kind of thing out?
Nope, we just keep
Sometimes
moving. We just
let
keep
things happen that Chris does.
we just keep moving.
If we stopped every time Chris did these things,
We wait for one person to point it out on the comments, and then everybody
Oh, right,
sees it
right,
and
right,
hears
right.
and then we create a show around it.
it. But yeah, it's crazy the way that the drones and the way we're so willing to use robotics in the air, like how far it's advancing.
What do you
Apparently
mean we're willing
Uber-
to use robotics in the air? Why
Well, for
should-
instance, like Uber is working with NASA to develop a self-driving flying
car.
and I saw
Joel
that and I
linked
was like,
me that on Twitter today.
We're not getting flying cars. We're not.
Not unless we're good all year.
It's just a bigger drone. Hey,
Look.
listen, it's just a bigger drone.
We're not getting
the thing
flying
I
cars.
trust, I trust is a company like Uber trying to get out of paying independent contractors a shit ton of money. Like I can see the motivation
That
there.
looks like concept art from some failed ride at Disneyland. Okay, that we're not going to get those in our
It's just
lifetime.
a big drone, dude.
That's
Why don't the
I
drone
think-
just like pick you up by the shoulders, like have big eagle
would be-
talons and like take you
Well,
around?
there is
you
actually
can just be like,
there is actually a drone robot that actually has 2 arms that they like demonstrate that the lift capacity. It can go and pick up a chair and can lift, I think, about 40 pounds. And people are like making jokes like, yeah, the drone eagle's going to come and steal your children away. Because it's just literally these 2 claws that can just go and just grab you
40
up.
pounds. That is, that's 80 pounds away from a small person.
Wait, what?
that is a small person.
Well,
I get a child.
Children don't technically count as people.
Casey Casey Neistat came out with a video over Christmas
that
where
was
he did the drone pulled him. Well, he snowboarded, and
They
at
made
points,
a super drone or something.
yeah, he made
right?
a super drone that was able to pull him snowboarding, and then even like was carrying him off the ground at points, like he was flying via drone.
That is an insane
See?
video.
That is just an Uber
it's not
of the future. like,
They didn't know. I mean, they're absolutely motivated. Like they will save money doing
There it is.
this.
That fucker can lift up little children.
You wouldn't even have to fly that high.
Just
As
hovering a few inches off
You
the
just
ground.
need to get above cars and trees.
Wait, how?
Huh?
How? Like you think just like 10 feet off the ground?
I think like 20.
Do you think
And
it's a height problem or a weight problem that's stopping us from using drones?
Well,
It's all the drone teasing. You know?
I mean, I guess it's a little both.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it's not like you'd have to be flying up and you'd be like 100 feet up in the air for a drone to work.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I mean, what about when they're going different directions? You got to have like differences.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe depending on which direction you're going, there's different heights.
Would you
that
be
way
okay-
they never bump into each other.
So you'd be excited about using this, right?
Sure.
All right,
that's
what if
going
the
on
only
in
way to do
Chris's
it is
head
you're-
that scene
you're
from the
hanging upside
Coruscant
down?
from Phantom Menace?
What's that?
All that's going through Chris's head is like Coruscant, where it's like a million lanes of like flying cars going in different heights from each other.
Yeah.
Or Back to the Future?
Yeah, or Fifth Element, any
There-
of those.
There has to be some sort of logic to it, but I think it's doable.
Well, when they need it, they'll come to you to figure it out. Okay.
yeah.
Department, Secretary of Uber Transportation.
I'm just as
Department
qualified
of-
as most of the.
You'll be just as good as anybody in there right now.
The Department of Drone Facilitation.
That's gonna be a department
It
someday.
has to be, yeah.
Chris Demarais is going to be so terrific. He had one idea about southbound drones going at 10 feet while northbound at 25 feet. It's brilliant. Give him the job.
There's something different about your Trump that's like a little bit more like foreign or something. Like it's
Foreign.
No, it's the sass. There's a little bit of sass to it. You see, like
It's like
moves,
John Travolta doing a Trump impression. That's what it is.
I love
Yep, there's John
Love.
Travolta.
I love talking. I love you talking about me. I love drones. I love Chris.
this and this.
Can you say
This
what's an
and
iconic
this.
John Travolta
This
line?
and this.
Look who's talking. The baby is talking.
Just
I am not
Sandy.
talking.
Yeah. Wow.
That's
Like, oh my God. Trump's the president here.
There you go. That's Travolta.
Oh my God.
No higher form of comedy than impressions.
We just lost like everyone under 40.
That's okay.
On that note, I just want to let everybody know that this Valentine's Day, give a gift that they can unwrap again and again. Matching underwear from MeUndies. I got to admit, the matching underwear part is what sells me. It's like the idea of like walking around. It's like a little bit romantic. In a
Let
very
me ask you
perverted
about
way.
your underwear, Brandon.
Like peeping Toms will be like, "Oh my God, that's really cool." They both have the same.
Actually, I'll ask all you guys. MeUndies, high quality, the good kind of underwear, your special underwear. Do you guys have in where you keep your underwear like tiers of underwear as far as like when you've gone past the good underwear and now you've like put off like laundry for too long?
I keep having the one that's like the bottom. I definitely have a bottom tier.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, I washed the one with a ton of holes in it again. I guess I'll wear it once more, hoping that I'll notice after I take it off.
To throw it away.
The one that I
Yeah.
have to put a belt on to keep the elasticity.
This is too much information, but I actually do a thing where when I decide to destroy underwear, I put them on
You flush it down the toilet.
and then
with
I
condoms.
rip them off like the Hulk.
Wait,
Well, they've already got like 7 holes in them.
in front of a lady?
I mean, I'm engaged, so yeah, probably.
There's a danger in that because I used to do like keep the worst case scenario underwear with holes, but I did the same thing with jeans. And then there was one day in college where the doomsday scenario, I only had the holes with the jeans with the holes and the underwear with holes. And I remember just kind of like
holes in the
sitting
same
there
place?
and I kind of like just happened to look down and I was like, are those my balls that I see right there? Are they? I can't. I think
It's like two slices of Swiss cheese just going back and forth. It's like, oh, when's it going to show the balls?
So I definitely recommend throwing the old ones out and getting new ones.
If you're ever bored, look on like Yahoo Answers or whatever for, are my farts shredding my underwear?
Is that a thing?
I wonder what it is about underwear that erodes it.
I just like, there's certain types of questions I like to ask Yahoo where I don't need to like Google it. I don't really want to know. I just want to know what the average person thinks it is.
You mean like the like autocomplete or Google
Yahoo
or Yahoo
Answers?
Answers?
Yeah, because it's done by like other people.
Yeah,
not
and people
affiliated
vote
with
on the
Yahoo.
best one too.
Yeah. But yeah, I think they think that it does shred your underwear.
Does it?
I don't know what it is about underwear that gets eroded.
I could see how over time with certain chemicals it could erode it. Like,
All right, what chemicals are being introduced down in your
Well,
pants?
more.
Chris?
I'm just saying, like
Methane,
out of
right?
like where are chemicals coming from downstairs, right? It's only your butt and maybe your penis, right?
On a man, yes.
Yeah,
Wait, chemicals coming out of your penis.
Thank
Well, I
you for
guess.
clarifying, Todd. What chemicals come out of the penis that would erode underwear?
And this is what I'm talking about. You go
Pee.
Yahoo Answers. This is good stuff,
Pee,
guys.
I mean,
You're gonna get good
ammonia.
stuff.
Ammonia. Like what's in pee?
Yeah, but
Sure.
you would think that they would have to both be in the same area. Do you ever get pee like through?
What are you talking about?
Because like you
Wait, let
you
him
got to
finish.
concentrate in one area. You're not going to have the erosion.
Brandon. Chris has a science show. So I'd like to hear.
All right, fair enough.
I'd like to hear from our resident scientist. What chemicals?
I'm just saying. I don't think the chemicals are tearing it apart, but they might contribute over time to the material breaking down, possibly. I'm not saying that's the only factor.
What's the other factors?
I think just friction, and then like what parts are like get pulled on the
Yeah.
most, or like
It's like
how-
Shawshank Redemption. Pressure and time. Erode a man's undies.
I'm always happy to talk about science with you, Chris. I'm always so happy.
Let me ask you this.
Like, I love science, and I love it like twice as much when I get to talk about it with you. What else can we learn about science today?
Can I ask you an underwear etiquette question?
What do we want? Wait, can we combine the two?
What's your etiquette question?
So let's say you shower in the morning, right? Full day. Next day comes, you don't have time to shower, so you put on new clothes. Now you didn't shower, but do you still replace your underwear?
Well, when did I shower?
You showered like Monday morning and couldn't shower Monday night, couldn't shower Tuesday morning. So you put on clothes
Am I
for
gonna
Tuesday.
go the whole day?
Yeah.
Then I probably get new underwear.
You gotta.
No, but I'm saying, do you
Nah.
actually do that?
I've
Yeah,
gone
yeah.
2 days in a row.
Same underwear?
Yeah.
Only if I'm like, it would only be a situation in which I was like, well, I'm not doing anything with my life today. As in, does that make sense?
I will say,
Like,
I'll say for me, it's when I know that there's not going to be an instance that anyone is going to be present when my pants are off. As in, I live alone, and there will be no sexual partner tonight.
So if something
Well,
comes
but
up,
even-
what are you going to do? Like something you didn't anticipate?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess.
risk
I
it?
guess I have never been in a situation where I didn't anticipate there being a possibility of sex. I've never had spontaneous surprise
sex. You never had surprise
Just
sex?
haven't gotten there yet, Brandon.
surprise sex.
Like, it's usually like a planned occurrence.
How old are you?
32.
Interesting.
I have a good feeling
I have
about
a very sad history of.
Why is that? You seem perfectly normal.
Yeah, but
From
it's not.
here?
It's not been a very like sexually affluent history.
You know what? June is going to be June is going to be your month. I've got a good feeling about June for you.
now when I have sex in June, I'm just gonna keep thinking of you. Just like,
God
yeah.
damn it, Brandon
God
was
damn it,
right.
Brandon.
June is hot.
So I don't know if you guys saw, but speaking of fucking disgusting body things, there was somebody who, I think a woman who like woke up and she had like a weird sensation like in her nose and she had no idea what it was.
This
I
could
don't
be a
want, I don't,
bug.
I don't want to know this story.
There's
She
an
went to the
Asian-
doctor and
Asian
they
kid.
found a bug had crawled up her nose and was in her skull and
Stop
super close to her brain.
Stop it. Done.
What?
What
Is that weird? That's weird?
That's gross. It just makes me icky.
Stop it.
Oh, yeah.
no.
They showed a picture, a video.
Okay, come on.
I don't want to
What
stop.
kind of, I think that's a monarch butterfly, guys. That's a caterpillar.
That
Let it live. How important was that lady?
Was that was the nasal
was she
cavity?
I can't do that
Could've
kind
been
of
a bug.
stuff.
it's really gross.
Well, the cool thing about your sinuses are just a bunch of caves in your face that people don't really realize. You have all these caves in your face.
Yeah, but I don't like.
But it's like, how do you get it out? Do they go through? Like, do you remember? Do you guys see? Was it Total Recall?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When he has to get that homing
He's
thing
like,
out of his head, so
"Ah."
they just like shove the metal claw and rip it
Yeah.
out. You all right, John?
Yeah, I'm good. I can't do that kind of stuff.
What stuff?
Just that kind of like nasty body things. Like
They put it up on the
I'll
monitor.
tell you, like people who go on like, I can't do the you can't unsee stuff. Like once you've seen it, you can't unsee and it's stuck in your head and you're just replaying this nasty image in your head. I can't do that stuff.
What's the worst thing that you've had done to your body? Like medically, like any kind of like medical probe. Or...
I don't know. They
Testicle measurements pretty rough.
Was it- No, it was upper endoscopy. I've had a doctor do the colon exam.
they had to like check out that urethra. And
Why are you making a shape of your fist?
because that's what it fucking feels
How
like.
big is your urethra?
That's what it feels like.
Oh.
But it was like to a point
Big
where
old chasm.
I had to shut my eyes. I had to shut my eyes because I would not want to see, I would not want to have that image of what it looked like to be probed like that, to have the thing and the thing up the thing, because that's something that you can never get out of your brain.
Hopefully they got it out.
They got it.
Is it still there?
They got it.
I don't want things in
I'm
my
But
trying
no,
to-
so I see what you're saying about like you can't ever unsee things.
Yeah,
And it's just gonna like
it's not so
haunt
bad
you.
stuff happening to me. Like I've been poked and prodded my entire life because of medical problems. Oh man, one of the worst instances before I had my testosterone injections. One of the things that was weird about me was that my veins were not very prominent at all. So giving blood was the most difficult fucking thing to do. And I had to give blood all the time because they wanted to check on me. And so I just had to do it constantly. Normally you go give blood, you know what? They go for the arm and they just search, find the vein pretty quickly, get it in there and do it. I had instances when I was younger where they would not only, have you ever had someone like go in there, miss the vein and then try to look around for it with the needle? Ooh. Like that's bad. I've had it where they've done here, other hand, had me do jumping jacks and push-ups to try to get blood to push these veins up and then try again. I've had like 5 holes put into me.
Did you ever think about sneaking in with somebody else's blood? Being like, oh yeah, just give me a minute. I'll get my own. Look here.
Oh, this is Yak's blood. Why are you bringing us Yak's blood?
Do you feel like that's made you less likely or to like do heroin?
Oh, I have this is also the saddest thing about my...
I'm not saying you would do heroin. I'm just saying like...
No,
that-
I am scared of needles, and I have to give myself injections. I have to get injections my entire life. I have to get injections for my entire life.
Why are you
I'll make
scared
a
of needles?
recommendation.
Are you
I learned
diabetic?
this trick at the vet. So basically what we'll do is next time you need some to get a shot, we're going to put a string of cheese on the table and then you'll just keep licking the cheese and they'll give you all of the injections you need and you won't even notice.
Yeah.
Trust me, it was amazing.
Yeah. No, I
You like cheese?
I do love cheese,
There you go.
Brandon.
Yeah. It's a
You
win.
like,
I
you
do
like going
like
on rides?
I like.
You want to go outside?
Want to go outside? No, I fear needles. I actually have a phobia of needles. I hate them with a passion, but they are part of my life forever, and that's just a great tragedy in life.
Yeah, I
That's
could
more
see that.
ironic.
It's ironic.
than
It's an ironic
isn't it?
tragedy.
Yeah.
I
You're
used to
still
be-
alive. That's
Yeah,
I used
and
to be,
I look like an adult now, so that's good.
yeah, sort of. You're getting there.
yeah, it's weird. I used to be totally okay with it as a kid. I'd be like, "Oh, this is so cool." And now as an adult, I can't look. I just have to look away.
I
I
don't
don't have a
mind.
problem with it. I still look away just so that I'm not like tensed up because I think it's harder to because if you see someone stabbing you, you're more likely to like.
I hate how you're just part of somebody's day who does that all the time, and they're just like, "Yeah, let's go. How you doing today? Yeah, pretty good." And you're just like, "Ah, pay attention. Pay more attention than that.
Yeah, it's scary when someone's like working on you and just seems to be like completely oblivious. Like I had a LASIK done.
Another needle,
I have a
another
question.
arm.
Wait, I have a question. When you get your testosterone,
Hold the finger back a little bit, bro.
Sorry. Someone pointed out, and I don't know if this is true. Is pointing rude in other countries?
Yeah.
No.
It's even rude in this country in some instances.
Stop.
You weren't interjecting though. You weren't pointing. You were going,
Yeah, it's more. Yeah,
But it was very much an interjection like this.
an interjection.
your
to you?
testosterone injections. Where do they inject them?
Like,
Okay, never mind.
The meat of thighs.
no, actually, what do you think?
Oh, I was just wondering
What were you wondering?
if they inject them into your balls.
And you are the reason why there is a warning on the medicine. Don't do that. There's literally like the day I got my injections the first time, they're like, do not put this into your penis. Do not put this into your balls.
What would happen if you did?
I don't know, but bad things, I assume.
Would it fill it up? Would they get temporarily bigger?
What if it,
Maybe
but
would you
don't
wanna do
know
that?
You don't know.
I'm not going to try it. If a doctor tells me this medicine, don't put it in your balls, I'm inclined to just go with them.
Can you do me a favor?
No, I'm not going to.
No. I'm not asking you to inject them into your balls. No. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm asking, next time you go to the doctor, can you ask what would happen?
I will ask
Thank you.
next time I go to my specialist.
Yeah.
If it does make them bigger, would
Do you want to come with me next time I go to my specialist? Just want to ask any questions you might have about.
I'll think on it. I'll come up with a list.
Doctor, this is my friend Chris. He's going to be joining us for your consultation today.
He will be a conscientious observer.
He might have a few questions. I'd appreciate if you answered all of them.
If it did make them bigger, would you be more willing to try it? Like if you had a date that night?
Wait, balls? No
Yeah.
one cares about big
Who cares?
balls.
No one likes big balls.
Really?
I don't think
Well, that
so.
makes me feel better.
Why? What?
just-
What?
better than you
what
have-
I don't feel like
pleasurable-
I have particularly large balls, but then again, like I don't. It's hard to compare because you're constantly looking at different proportions
It's
of
hard
balls.
to compare because people won't show you their balls.
No, I mean like
Did
if
you
you see
just say
balls,
you're-
it's usually in pornography. But like I don't feel like those. It's just the proportions. You don't know.
You kind of just implied that you're constantly looking at balls.
Oh,
No, I'm not constantly. I'm just saying it happens.
And I quote, you're constantly looking at other.
Let's go back to the tape. Yes.
We did an episode of What Do You Know on pornography, and April O'Neil was on it, who's really, really cool and
From
awesome.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Mm-hmm. No, the porn star April O'Neil.
Oh, okay.
She's super cool. She goes to like Comic-Con. She's like big nerd. But she was in a porn based on Star Trek, and so for B-roll, I
What was it
asked the
called?
company to use Star Trek porn.
No, it's got to be a good name.
And a lot. They've gotten in the habit where they just do
A Star Trek
the
parody.
parody.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so sad.
For I think for probably searchability
that's
purposes.
so sad.
So the company sent me a DVD, to be able to get footage
Okay,
from.
you know, better than your office.
jack off
And-
to.
Yeah, to compare balls to.
No. Oh, well, now I guess I should. Anyway, so it was the sensation. Not
Have you watched
that's bad word. Bad word. The idea of like ripping all of those on a computer at work.
That's bullshit,
It's weird.
Brandon. You used
What?
to search the weirdest stuff at work.
We all do.
Not porn.
No, yes, porn.
No.
I remember.
We wouldn't we'll never pull up porn.
Yes, you used to look up "e-fucked" at work.
Well, no. If something
What's
came
e-fuck?
up and I was like, "Hey, look at this.
It's
This
a
is
porn,
funny."
It's like porn bloopers.
What?
Yeah,
You
it's
never
like-
been to that website?
No.
Oh,
You-
some of the stuff's funny. Some of the stuff is very not cool and inappropriate. Some of the stuff's kind of funny.
I gotta stay away from that then.
Oh, it was only
also-
like it was a poop blooper.
Yeah.
No,
something-
can't do that.
He can't unsee it though. He's got that superpower. Where he
Oh,
can't
man.
unsee it.
Did you guys ever see Zach and Miri make a porno? Kevin Smith
Oh,
film.
yeah.
Now that's something you can't unsee. I'm just kidding. I didn't see it.
There's a scene where one of them there actually is a porn star in the cast. The rest are like all their friends and stuff. And she shows up to set and she says she's constipated. I don't even know if I should tell this story on here, but she says she's constipated and they're like, "Are you okay every day?" She's like, "Oh yeah, anal really loosens things up." And there is a anal poop visual gag that is terrible
gross.
later on.
gross.
I'm
yeah.
so sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel bad for bringing that up.
And you didn't want to see the bug on
No,
screen?
I didn't want to see
God.
this either. I was watching, thought that was comedy, and then like that happened. Ugh.
Do you think in the script they actually just put like an image in there just so you like can get it? Like somebody's watching, they're
Can
like,
we
yeah,
change the
let's
subject?
keep-
I feel
all right,
so bad.
good
I
one,
regret
brother.
Yeah, what's next on the
everything of what I
agenda?
said.
We also used to
so-
do the
okay.
50-50 subreddit a lot. We used to do that. a
Yeah,
lot.
we did 50-50.
I can't
That's
do
what we
that.
did more, 50-50.
Yeah.
I did.
That was
talking-
only like late at night, like when we were like, it was like 2
right
in the
because that makes it
morning.
better.
Yeah.
I will on the subject of weird things on our computers.
What's
here at
different
work,
if it's like super late at night and you're crazy as opposed to like 10 a.m. Let's get our coffee and go to 50-50.
I don't think so.
What is on the 50-50 subreddit?
It's like it'll say
It's
two
got a
things. It'll be
title.
like a cute little kitten falling into a basket of flowers, or a bug being pulled out of someone's navel cavity, and you click it and you don't know what it is.
Let us dance.
Yeah,
Roll the dice.
It's a no-win situation.
But it's never the cute one.
because there are places on the internet that just have the good stuff. You could just go to the subreddits that have the good stuff.
Yeah, but
It's like
it's the
you know,
thrill-
life's a risk.
It's a terrible thrill. Did you guys ever do like chat roulette or anything like that?
Yeah.
No.
Did I ever tell you one time?
Dick roulette.
Yeah,
that thing is
basically.
amazing. How many? It just goes straight to genitals.
One time, I was at it was a Christmas get together at Zach Anner's house, and he was like, he thought it would be fun to sing Christmas carols on chat roulette, and so everyone's kind of been drinking, so we start doing chat roulette, and of course it's mostly dicks, and we're just like a group of people singing. And eventually, but it's quick because it'll cut through it.
Yeah.
Eventually, we settle and we're just singing, and we're just singing to a dude jerking it. And then eventually, like
He's like, yeah, all Silent Night, go for it. I gotta
it's
finish.
like, and then we finish a Christmas song, and
he
he
finish
and he
his song?
finishes, and it was like the whole room was like clapping. It's like, you know,
What's wrong? What is wrong with everybody? What is wrong with everybody? What is wrong with everybody? Stop doing that stuff.
we weren't doing anything weird.
Jack off by yourself in your own room of shame, okay? Don't do it to the internet.
The guy can't ejaculate unless he hears the end of Silent Night.
Yeah,
You know? Talk about holy nights,
yeah.
holy socks.
It's kind of poetic when you think about it.
Man, that's not okay.
Sorry, well, let's stop. You just keep bringing it up, more and more stuff. Like,
Well, I was gonna say that I had that moment the other day of we have weird things on our computer here at work where I just had up on my giant monitor I use Pinterest is a really good place to go find like visual like inspiration for like designs or aesthetic or a style, and I just had a Pinterest board that was just Nazi design, and it was just full of
Jesus.
just tons of Nazi paraphernalia and clothing and design. It was for a project, but I was like, I'm at work and I have Nazi stuff all over my computer.
I had to avoid making a political joke.
I also abstained from
Yeah, I
commenting
thought
on
of it.
that particular one.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, anybody watch SNL?
God, it was good, man.
Didn't watch SNL, but did watch that one skit.
Yeah.
Melissa McCarthy
She's
did
great.
a fantastic job.
It's
And
so
I don't really care for her as a comedian very much, but she was so good
I
in
like
that.
her. I think she's good.
Well, it just kind of like built on her, you know, the character she has in every movie, which is just super, super crazy,
Yeah.
too much, and it's just it fit in so well. And I
Yeah.
loved how it was in the middle of the show.
Yeah.
Wasn't it the cold open, and it just came out of nowhere, and it was
Yeah, it's like
so perfect.
It's like the goal of that show should be to put funny sketches throughout, but somehow they just always trick you into not putting funny sketches throughout.
Oh,
They're like,
shots fired.
every 7 years, we're gonna give you a whole solid episode. I'm not the only guy to ever think this.
No, but I mean, yeah, it's
You guys are backing away from the establishment. Pro-Nazi, I get it. Anti-kid, pro-dog suicide. We're on different sides of the equation here. I get it.
I mean, live show, it's hard. you
I-
know,
I-
like-
yeah, it
Well, I don't
is.
really watch
It
the
is.
live-
A live show of comedy is hard.
It's not that hard. Look at we're crushing it.
no, but I mean, like this, we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. But I mean, like sketches that have to be written like mostly
By a
the way-
professional team of writers who are arguably the best and most talented in the country.
Yeah,
It
but-
shouldn't be that hard. I know guys who have written on that staff, and they say like, just it's all political and like the good stuff always gets killed. Like there's always enough for like 2 really solid shows.
Yeah, but I think that's a mindset for most of that entertainment environment where it's a lot easier for people to say, I'm not saying this is not the case. I'm not saying that
You
what
call me a liar?
I'm saying that you're a fucking liar. I'm saying that mindset is a very common mindset in the entertainment industry where, oh yeah, the bad stuff doesn't get made.
I don't know. That one I tend to to think it's true. I think there's some political stuff. That
I don't doubt
the host
that that's
has to be in this one, and
Yeah.
the whatever doesn't want to do this one.
But I mean, I don't know any writer from Hollywood that I've ever talked to or read an article of that doesn't complain about their stuff getting altered or the good stuff not being used or just the trash they have to make.
Yeah,
in
but I
order-
think the point of SNL is to cull the best, sharpest.
You would think,
comedy
ideally,
minds, not
ideally.
just like I wrote on the Chelsea Handler Netflix show, and they didn't like my ideas, so it was a failure.
is that how
I
writers
write.
talk?
That is how I write.
Is that how
also,
writers
and-
talk? Is that how you
Yeah.
talk when you're writing?
Yes.
Yes, that's a yes
Oh,
and
no.
right there. That's from the
Yeah,
improv
I would
one.
say, yeah, ideally, I mean, SNL would have the best writers that are available because, I mean, I don't know very many comedians and comedic writers who wouldn't want to work for SNL. And ideally, they would have the pick of the litter to have the best people on it to make the best sketches every single week.
to make them feel bad about themselves, and then
But it's, but also I think comedy, especially that quickly made, can be such a subjective thing that you're not going to hit the mark every single time. You just can't.
And there's so many different voices.
Yeah.
Like between like other writers, different levels, cast members, producers. I mean, it's crazy that they even
I don't
get.
know. What do they got to fill an hour with some sketches? It ain't that hard. A lot of it's taped already.
In a week?
With the best talent and the most budget,
Yeah, but even the best talent in that given time can make bad stuff. And I'm not saying they should. I'm saying that, yeah, I expect the best stuff from the best writers out there. But
there you go.
I do. And I mean,
And then greenlight it, Lorne Michaels. Greenlight it. Greenlight it. We demand it.
yeah, I'm just saying that it's such a subjective and ethereal concept, making a funny sketch, that you can't just for sure always have an hour of solid, great stuff.
Yeah, you can. I mean, good comedy writers can write good comedy.
What show
consistently.
did that?
Did
Never
you
had
ever
a flop.
see the sketches?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, SNL is like a different beast, though. It is a weekly. It is whatever 13.
But even like Key and Peele, which was produced beforehand and written and high production value, not every single sketch of theirs was
Yeah.
gold.
And that's a controlled environment too, because it's the same two people.
And
I
they
mean,
are-
this, you have like so many different random cast members, and then the host.
Well, it's same.
Sometimes it just
It's same
doesn't
cast,
quite.
but their writing staff was more than just them, and they had like really talented writers on there, and they still wasn't like there was a variance of good to bad.
Did you ever hear, this is kind of changing the subject, but did you ever hear about the staff that was on Dana Carvey's sketch show, like after he was on SNL?
Jesus.
It was Stephen Colbert, the guy who wrote the Orchid, Kaufman, Charlie
Kaufman?
Kaufman, Dana Carvey, Tim Meadows, and like 3 other people who are like insanely big.
Yeah,
And it was a total flop.
yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah.
you can't. Every comedic writer, every writer has bad stuff in them that will come out and not be made well. Because there's also there's steps beyond just the finger to
I know, dude. I'm a comedy writer. I know what it is.
I don't know why I'm defending. I don't know why I'm so.
You're the guy who said you don't watch SNL.
I don't watch SNL.
Really, I think
I actually don't watch any TV. I watch no TV. Everything I watch is movies or premium.
I've started
channel
watching just
content.
dramas too.
Like what dramas?
Like Taboo. You guys watching that? Tom
I haven't
Hardy?
watched Taboo.
Ooh, very good.
before we start talking about awesome shows,
Westworld.
Is that drama?
I do want to say something.
Yeah, right.
Aren't you tired of guessing what she wants for Valentine's Day? Wouldn't you love an easy, fail-proof way to look like a pro? This year, ProFlowers, the deal expires soon. Favorite thing about that is it actually comes with a vase. That's the worst thing in the world if you show up or just deliver flowers and it's like, well, fuck, what am I supposed to do with this?
I say
it's
worse than having to find a vase is never having a frame for your posters.
Why do people say Voss?
Why do people say chasm?
Because they're German.
No, but that's the thing, though,
And/or
right? Some
incompetent.
people say Voss.
no, I don't know.
No, I thought some people.
Yeah, certain people say vase when
Yeah,
they
it's
buy
vase
an
and vase.
That's I think that's over $10,000 when a vase becomes a vase. Once you spend $10,000 on it.
Yeah. Has anybody ever gotten you flowers, Chris?
Me?
Yeah.
No. Why would I get flowers?
I don't know. Why couldn't you get flowers?
Has anyone ever gotten you flowers?
No, they haven't.
I'm gonna get all y'all flowers for that
Thank
pro,
you.
pro flowers.
Flowers.
This is sad.
Yeah.
Perk up this place.
I'm going to hold you to that. You can't tell them you're going to do it and then not do it.
What's that discount code? Teeth.
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 Okay.
It's my code, Teeth.
Yeah, but I upcharge the vase is gonna be $10,000 because the way that he says it.
Someone on Twitter said, when I was talking
Wait.
about pointing,
Yeah.
they said it's way nicer if you point with 2 fingers.
That's not nicer.
Is it? Because it's like, hey,
Hey, Chris.
with 2 fingers.
You feel?
No,
you
it
feel
looks
nice?
like
that
I'm
means
not,
you're
like,
on an
putting it in
airplane
your
and you're
mouth.
going like the
That's what they
exits
said
are
they
here.
said. They
here.
said do it like a flight attendant.
Not
No,
like this guy.
it looks like
over
you're trying to
here.
threaten somebody with a gun.
Well, that's with the thumb.
No, yeah.
Well, what,
lower
you
the
just
thumb.
do this?
Yeah.
Just-
well, do you do this when you point? Do you go like this every time you're pointing?
It's the same way politicians will point with their thumbs, like with their with their hand clasp closed. This.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, yeah. It's pointing. I
Stump
think.
speech hand.
No,
Anyway.
that's not the same thing at all. That's weird. So did you see the trailer for, was it Stranger Things 2?
Yeah, I did.
Last night?
It's
I
not.
mean,
That's
I wanna
Did
know
they
why-
call it even Stranger Things?
It's amazing they come out with a trailer for that thing, and it is not coming out for forever.
All they needed is a couple shots.
They had a
Well,
lot
I
of
think
shots
it's,
in there.
I mean, there's probably a lot of people who haven't seen the first season. So it's probably not
Bullshit.
so much about waiting for everybody to see,
The
but have people who haven't seen it go
Yeah,
and watch
I mean, the
it
goals
on the
are just to
Netflix
get people to- yeah.
on the first
Yeah,
season.
but the majority of people who are going to see it have seen it at this point.
What does that mean? I mean, there's
I don't
people
know.
who just don't know
Super
about
Bowl
it.
is the thing that gets people talking. You know, like a Super Bowl ad. Like, what the hell was that? Was that? And everyone's like, "Oh my God, you haven't seen Stranger Things?" You know, it's like it creates that
Yeah, I
conversation.
think Strange Things is one that most people who are going to actually see it have seen it by now.
Yeah, they should take it off Netflix. Everybody's already seen it. Who's going to see it? I agree with that.
You just as a message on there it says you should have seen this by now.
So did any? I guess no. I was like, did any of you guys go to RTX? No one went to RTX.
In Australia?
No, that's why
That's why we're on the
show.
podcast. That's why we're here. Because
Yeah,
we're,
this cast brought to you by RTX Sydney.
That
Why
was-
are you guys not? Why are you guys not there? By the
That
way?
was my show on Friday on the spot. The cast that couldn't go to RTX.
Who was on it?
It was Stan, Cole, Gray, and Maggie.
Hey, I'll come. I'll do another one
Yeah.
if you'll have me.
Okay.
Put some comments.
They
and
were
shit in
they
there.
were saying that I should have an episode of On the Spot where we just have all the bald white guys that we know on the show. Shannon McCormick, John Earler, Tom Booker, and
Yeah.
my new friend Todd.
Yeah, dude.
That'd be fun. Tom Booker's awesome. We worked with him like a ton.
And then whenever the camera cuts to me, we could just swap you guys around.
Play little Benny Hill music.
Yeah, and then cut to the teams. It's like, oh, Tom's on a different side of the screen.
Can you put them all in the same clothes too?
That'd be awesome. I would love to do that.
It'd be really confusing.
It would be.
It'd be awesome.
Can't tell white people apart, anyways.
No. Let that one
Fester?
stay in
Let that
awkwardness,
fester?
I stand by it.
yeah.
White people are crazy.
They are.
Me and Aaron went to PAC South on our way back.
That's right. You guys had a panel.
Yeah, it was fun.
What did you talk about on the panel?
Well, we showed some 11 Little Roosters. We showed some What Do You Know?
Question mark.
And
Thanks for the point.
and we also showed an RTAA early, and then we just talked about just a lot of everything.
Was it just you and Aaron
It's
on
just
the
me
panel?
and Aaron.
What an absurd RT panel.
Where was the panel?
That's the representation of
in
Rooster Teeth. The representation of Rooster Teeth was 2 dudes who look similar enough to each other. One's like probably a little bit muscular than the other one, but they're about the same person, about the same haircut. Just generic white dudes. That's pretty accurate.
Yeah, if you stretch Chris wider, I can see that.
But
What did you have like a question and answer time?
we did some stuff on Twitter, and we did it was fun. It was a good panel.
What questions did you get asked?
What city
don't
and state
remember.
was it in?
It was in San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, right.
And
Stop with this. This is really
I
bothering.
like
The
it. I
two-finger-
feel
the
like it
two-finger
really. It's
point?
like underlining
He's
in
gonna add a finger
in-
every once in a while. And
in
just
real life.
But no. So we were on our way back from San Antonio, and we went to this restaurant, and so we were looking for a place to get like breakfast, lunch, brunch, food. And there was, I don't know if I should say the name of it. Anyway, I'm gonna say the name of it. It was a place called Cappy's, which the first warning should have been like, it's a restaurant that's one letter away from Crappy's. So that's like number. So.
I'd actually go to a restaurant that was like that had the balls to name itself Crappies.
Yeah. And so we go, and it was weird because there were like 2 restaurants, and then like another warning sign was like, you're like, well, we need to go to the bathroom, and they're like, oh well, there's a bathroom upstairs, but really you're better off going to the restaurant next door to go to the bathroom.
What?
I swear to God.
Like just pee in the fryer. It's crappy. So we don't care.
But it was a really nice place.
Nope.
No, well, no, it had good food eventually. So
I like it when my meal gets good eventually. Don't start off with the good stuff.
so
Lead up to it.
So we were looking. They brought the menu and they had a special because it was like Chinese New Year. They had a Chinese New Year special.
What was it?
And it was like Chinese New Year special, and it was a crepe wrap thing, but in it was
Crepe's French.
crepe with fried mussels and pork and like chili and
Okay.
it just like everything.
Sounds
right?
good.
No, with mussels from San Antonio.
Oh, landlocked state.
Mussels. All right.
Yeah.
So then me and
At
Aaron
least we're
had
not
the same
landlocked.
face.
We have the Gulf down, right?
Yeah. We had the same face where we were like, I don't know about this. And then the waitress came out. She's like, oh, well, the mussels aren't, we're not feeling the mussels today. So they're now shrimp. And we're like, okay.
What does that mean? We're not feeling the muscles.
She was like, they're a little sandy feeling. I don't know. They didn't want to serve the mussels.
They were a little salmonella feeling. I don't know.
They were a little black plague-ish.
So me and Aaron, we just go ahead and order it
Why?
because it was a curiosity thing. We wanted,
Curious if I'll survive this.
and it was like this big, and we're eating it, and then we're like, it was a thing because we didn't know what we were eating, and we opened it up, and there was this log,
Never a word I want to use to
a
describe
log
the food.
in the food that was like, that's the thing is we couldn't figure out what it was.
Please tell me you didn't eat any more.
That's straight from Cappy himself. Cappy makes sure to make all the logs each and every day
So
describe
before the Chinese New Year special comes
it
out.
was a brown log, not a turd. It didn't look like a turd. I'm not saying it's a turd. It was like a breaded.
Was it meat-like?
It was a breaded log, and so we go to the waitress, and we were like, the waitress like, "How's everything looking?" We're like, "It's good." Do you know what
She's like,
this
you guys know
is?"
you're under a bridge, right?
We're like, "What?"
This is not a restaurant. Like, it's for crazy people in Cappy over there. He's like, you like the dump?
We were like, "What is this?" And she's like, "Well, that's the shrimp." And we're like, "That's not shrimp. This is
Shrimp
we're
in
like,
log
This
form?
is the shrimp. That's not shrimp." And she's like, "Well, that's the pork. That's the pork that I saw it back there. It was definitely." And we're like, "No, that's not pork. This is the pork. We don't know what that is." And she's like, "Well, geez, I don't know what that is either."
How did this resolve? How did this resolve?
So then she was like, "Well, let me take a piece of that back to the chef and find out what that, because I don't think
Take
that."
a sample. She's got like a tube,
Got a
gloves.
petri dish just pulls out.
God.
And then she was like, "Because that's not on the menu."
Oh my God! What happened?
So she comes back out. She's like, "Well, that was a churro. That was a what? That was an unflavored churro."
That's awesome.
I'm trying to get
Do
the
they
Yelp.
serve churros there?
No,
I'm trying to get the
Wait,
Yelp
how is
page
that
of
on the
Cappy.
menu?
I don't know. She was like, "That's an unflavored churro that was in."
What did
was
this
in,
place sell?
everything, I guess, in a crate.
Was there a churro store like next door?
No. And
trying to
so
find
then
the
she's
Yelp
like,
page.
"But
I
it,
didn't
you know, like if you guys aren't feeling the Chinese New Year thing," so she brought us. She was like, "Let me."
She's like, hey, if you
let
guys
me-
don't like Chinese people, that's fine, okay? Relax.
But no,
all right?
they were really nice. They brought us. They were like, let me get you some omelets and stuff, and then they gave us free dessert. It was fine. That's what I'm saying. Good food eventually. Good food eventually.
I've never heard that term before.
You just have to get through the first round gauntlet, and then you can get to the good
You
food.
passed the test.
Yeah, you
now you can have an omelet. Congratulations. Cappy's up there in the back just watching a wall of monitors like, yes.
That's why they hide the
give
bathroom.
them bits.
Oh my gosh!
It's so strange. Why would they serve it? I mean, if they just like recommend you not to have it, why even
I think
offer
it was. I think it was like they're like it's trying to be festive. The thing I didn't understand is I was like, I don't know where the Chinese New Year part came in. It just
well,
seemed
what's
like
the year?
it was just
What it-
Yes,
what it-
pork.
it was Year of the Rooster, I guess. But
Yeah.
it was like one of those things. I think they were just like, well, let's just put stuff in a crate.
These two idiots will never notice. Both looking at their phones. I think it's the same guy. One's like the stretched out version of the other one. Just give him the shit in a tortilla.
Oh
and fry it up.
man, I want to go to Cappy's now. I want to see this log.
It's a special, probably. I mean, you have to wait for another Chinese.
Another
New Year.
Chinese New Year.
They do a mean Yule log during Christmas time, though.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Oh,
It's good though. It's good food.
did you guys hang out at PAX South at all?
I mean, we were there for like Friday and then beginning of Saturday.
PAX South is like Cons light.
Hey, no, it's a fun con. We had it's a good panel.
Shake a lot of hands.
Shake a lot of hands.
Did you wash? Do you have sanitizer there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wash our hands.
See, you
Yeah.
shake hands.
It's good. It's good. It's a good panel.
Oh my gosh.
Brandon, what's going on with you? Brandon, how are things going?
I can't stop laughing. There's this video that I found of this burglar in England, right? And it adds like one of my most favorite things in life. It's people getting hurt on the internet. He was trying to break into this house, and he went through a window on the second floor, but then he got stuck. And his ass was just like hanging in the air
Awesome.
when they called the
Wait,
authorities.
how did he get stuck? What
Did
is
he get caught? Did he get like his like,
Yeah,
clothing
he got
I
caught?
love
caught,
how he
his stomach
chose
got
that
caught.
location.
And then
Just
like
yeah, they got a lot of good stuff in that apartment. Definitely.
They had
That
a-
is a flat rich with jewels and Manchester United.
Dude,
they had to
the
pry him
queen
out.
is never dying.
No,
She just got to her 65th year as queen.
How old is she?
422 years old.
Wow, my God.
She signed
she's
the Magna
high.
Carta.
Listen.
A lot of people don't know that. She signed the Magna
She's
Carta.
never dying.
Which was
Yeah.
She's
1,000
gonna
years
live
ago.
forever.
Prince Charles, he has the record for longest waiting to become king.
She's
She's
got
gonna
the
outlive him.
the record of
She's-
longest monarch.
They say he's going to abdicate.
You think so? Just go straight.
Uh-huh.
They need to make the little brother Henry king. That guy is awesome.
I like
They
Chucky.
find like
Is he the
he's
one that
like in
dressed up as a
Vegas
Nazi?
taking like nude. Well, now I feel bad. Now I can't say that.
What?
He did. He dressed up as a Nazi for Halloween one time.
Whoa.
There was
Really?
another time though he was in Vegas. They had photos of him in Vegas playing strip poker, and I saw that and I was like, I want that guy as my king. And see that.
Well, he'll never be your king.
It's okay. You have a king.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, you should be satisfied with the king you have.
We finally got the monarch we've always wanted.
Yeah.
We didn't have that monarchy, but we're
The
finally
one that
back.
we deserve.
Yeah, we got it.
Whoa.
did.
Got poetic in here.
Yeah. No, she's what is she holding on for at this point? Is
Do you
all
know
I
how
can think.
awesome and easy her life must be?
Yeah, but like when
You
she-
watch The Crown? You got to just go through a red box every day and be like, meh, crap, civil rights, who cares? And then go on about your queenly day.
she really doesn't do anything. Like she's like it's just a completely.
It's very presentable.
It's a figurehead and that's it.
yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of I mean,
But it's one of those things that
Nope,
if people
finish that
acknowledge
sentence.
it, then it matters. Like apparently you have to be president for like 3 years before you can hang out.
What do you mean?
Like generally she does not see the president of the U.S.
It's because she's
for
gone
like a
through
few
like 30 of them.
years until his presidency.
She goes
So you just be like hanging out in London, like walking around or
Chump
avoiding
change.
her.
Avoiding the queen. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is awkward. I don't want to meet the queen.
No, it's just like you're not good enough. Like you can't. Like you gotta give it time before
Yeah.
you're invited. But it's just one of those things that if people believe in it, then it has value.
Yeah, but they don't believe in the queen anymore.
People believe in the
You
queen.
guys
Why
saw
do
the
they
King's
believe in the queen?
speech. That stuttering guy made a good speech that fired up
You've
everybody.
literally just referenced like very old times in the monarchy.
Yeah, but a lot that's old is also new.
Yeah, but I'm talking present. Fuck that poetry. I'm talking about present day. The queen is
Yeah.
basically a pointless position.
Well, it's not. Just,
No, it's not.
It's been like that for
No, it's
for a
not.
long
All right,
time,
I
for
want to
hundreds-
hear a current history lesson of the queen's duties by Chris Demarais.
Okay, first of all,
Rallying
she has to
the
sweep
country.
the whole place.
When's the last time you saw
Rally.
When
She's like she's the like we have a flag, and then they have a.
Yeah,
So when they
it's
they
like
need to
Brexit.
inspire
Okay,
people.
Brexit's a good example, right?
What did she do for
She
Brexit?
totally saved them from committing like basically country suicide by having them stay in the European. Oh wait.
Yeah, she does
didn't do it.
nothing.
No.
She does nothing.
No,
right.
The
hangs
monarch
out with
hasn't, like-
hangs out with her corgis, and goes around and takes pictures of people and stuff, and waves her hand. Only wears dresses once
I
because she
think
can't
she
wear a
only
dress more than
receives
once.
pictures. To be fair,
But the monarch hasn't had like power for like
It's
a
not
couple hundred years.
It's power. It's influence.
they have a lot
Sure,
of cash.
I
though.
mean,
How is
they're
it
relative.
Influence.
How has the queen influenced you, Chris?
Not me. I'm not British. But I'm just saying,
I'm
it's
not
like
British.
you.
So you
No,
think
I'm not
Gavin
British.
wakes up every morning and he's just like, "What would the queen do right now?"
No, it's not that. It's like if the queen was like, "Listen, I feel like our country needs to do this," then people Well, listen.
Have you seen British Parliament on TV?
I'm not talking about British Parliament, dude.
Well, they're the ones that make all the choices. You
Yeah.
think like
But
the way they
public
scream each
opinion-
other.
Public opinion is influenced by royalty, by the Queen. I think that it's like it's a figurehead.
I want to know
it-
where is this coming from? Where have you gleaned this insight into the British culture from?
From what's in his right hand right there. A little fireman's four there. Get me talking about the Queen.
Have you spent a lot of time in England?
No.
Have you been to England?
No.
I spent some time.
okay.
I
So you
spent
haven't.
some time there.
What is your experience with the
So you
British
haven't visited
Queen?
the country.
I mean,
What's the
I've
Queen's
been to
name?
Buckingham Palace.
who?
What's the Queen's name?
Yeah,
Elizabeth
Correct.
good.
Good job.
V.
Elizabeth V. That's her last name.
Is that right? I don't know.
The fact that you're
I'm
not.
just-
Okay, so I'm saying.
I'm not British.
So we
But you seem to know a lot about the influence of the Queen, Chris.
I'm just.
Wait, are you British or not? I'm not clear on.
I'm just saying. I don't want to disparage the Queen.
I want a shirt
Like,
for Chris that just says I'm not British.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
Look,
where'd my
listen,
hat go?
Everyone is talking a
on
lot of
the
shit about the
couch.
Queen, and I'm just saying.
No one's talking shit
Yes,
about
you
the
are.
Queen.
You all are talking.
I love the Queen.
Who said anything bad about the Queen?
God
John
save
is
the Queen.
throwing like
Shade at
shade.
the
Look, this guy has Nazi stuff on his computer, though, dude. You can't trust him to like the Queen.
I'm just saying. You. I just feel like you're disrespecting the Queen, and I mean
Okay.
that.
How can I want to
Genuinely.
know. Okay, Chris, I want to know how I can make amends. I'd like to put this discord between our two countries to rest, and I want to know how I can make reparations to
I don't
Her
ask.
Majesty.
Don't ask me. Ask like Gavin or
Does
someone.
she have Twitter?
Ask
Does the
Gavin.
Queen have a Twitter?
You're the
account?
one who has all of the opinions about the Queen.
Hey, he's
I'm-
not British.
I'm like a lawyer for the British government.
You mean a barrister?
Sure.
Is that what they're called?
I believe so. You
I'm
guys
just-
seen?
We should change the subject.
Scott
I'm just
Wanda?
saying we should.
Everything that you know about British history or culture comes from a movie or TV show.
That's not true.
You've literally referenced everything.
That's not true at all. In fact,
Did you guys see Kingsman? Did you guys see James Bond?
Kingsman.
Let's change the subject.
all right, Chris, I'll bail you out. So another thing, help you guys out for Valentine's Day because it's coming up very, very quickly.
It is.
Too quickly. There's no one like your Valentine. This year, treat them to an unforgettable gift that's as unique as they are. Freshly dipped strawberries. Yeah.
I like how the sponsors are all lining up. It's like underwear, flowers, berries.
Valentine's
It's
Day is
getting
hard.
Someone's
sexy up
getting
in
laid.
here. We're getting sexy up in here.
We're just missing our Trojan sponsor.
The RT podcast is just trying to get everyone laid. Man.
Yeah. Well, laid or not mad at.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day is hard.
It shouldn't be.
It's tough.
It shouldn't be.
For me, it's 2 days after my birthday, too. So it's like, I can't enjoy my birthday. I got to be focused. You got to plan ahead.
Nah.
Get all the stuff
Nah.
lined up.
I disagree with that.
Why?
Valentine's Day should not be something where a guy in a heterosexual relationship with a woman should be just completely pushed into having to do some sort of big hullabaloo every single year.
So
you
what's the
saying it's-
policy change?
are
How
you
do we
saying
change
it's
I'm
this?
saying
just
that
for
that
homosexuals?
Valentine's Day is just like it's another like it's
Well,
patriarchy
how do we
is what
change
it is.
How do we change it?
What? No. What?
It's all it is just keeping the same thing where it's like the guy has to do something for the girl for this holiday in order to keep her happy, and the girl has to wait for the guy to do it. I'm like, well, why? Why?
Well, girls can do nice things. Too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you just
Let
said
you-
that you just said for you, even it's 2 days after your birthday, a time of year that should be celebrated. You can't have fun for your birthday because you have to be set up to do something for Valentine's Day for your wife.
Not to say I can't have fun, but it's like you can't focus on you. You just like already have to be planning because you don't want to disappoint somebody. Like, yeah, granted, it exists. You can't do anything about it, but it still creates expectations, and you don't want to disappoint somebody.
I call holidays where you have to be stressed out about it bullshit.
What? How do you fix it?
every-
What would you do?
You guys just get a card. You know, you don't have to kill yourselves over it. Get a card. Ladies like that.
Or
Little
Sherry's
thought.
berries.
Or Sherry's berries.
Get the berries.
I will-
Get
very
the undies.
chocolate.
Get
I will
the
agree.
flowers.
I will agree. Sherry's berries are a good solution for the Valentine situation, but I do not. What I'm commenting on is the whole like that it's the guy's responsibility on Valentine's Day to do something for the girl.
I think girls do a lot of stuff for
And that's the
guys.
one that was invented by the greeting card industry, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Valentine's Day.
I don't know.
Or was that Christmas?
Who could?
I can't remember.
I get the
I think
two mixed
Cinco de
up.
Mayo is the Coors beer company. Not invented, because it existed, but like made into like a holiday, an American holiday. It's just like to sell beer.
If
Wait,
Valentine's
Which one? Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah.
Which is what, Brandon?
It celebrates a victory of the Mexican army against the French.
Boy, not even their independence, right?
Not even their
Just the
independence. That's why people in Mexico do not give a shit about Cinco de Mayo.
That's 17th of December. That is their independence, right?
Mexican.
No idea.
British
Is that right?
Independence Day.
And what beer
They have a
company
lot of
started it?
Independence Days. What's that?
What beer company?
I think it's Coors.
That's a weird
That's
beer.
Bush, no?
Wait, you're saying Coors started Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah.
Or like made it a thing?
Yeah, like the same way that you're saying greeting companies Valentine's Day Coors did.
I'm
And
okay.
I don't remember.
I'm
I
okay with
no idea.
corporations starting holidays.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
What would you like to see, Chris?
Well-
What corporation would you like to see, and what holiday could they create?
I don't, Well, what's a good corporation that hasn't started a holiday?
Pick one. Office
Trojan.
Depot.
Office Depot. They could create like a pencil holiday. Like,
What? Out of everything,
We gotta push these pencils. Quick!
I know. I will say this:
Get the
with-
lead
with the
out.
advent
It's
of
pencil day,
computers-
everybody.
with the advent of computers, a lot people are buying a lot less pencils.
That was yeah, I will agree.
And if there was some holiday
You are sticking to this 2-finger thing
to support
all the way through.
pencils,
I'm following it with the 2 fingers.
Chris is going for politics.
like an art holiday. That's what it is. It's an art holiday. It's a draw thing for your friend day.
for friend, not for a girlfriend, just like a buddy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a
Like
buddy.
you're gonna show up one day, you're gonna be like,
Well,
John, I drew
No,
you
that's
this
tough.
I
That,
drew you
it
this
has
pen.
to. No. It has to be best friend, because there has to be a feeling of obligation.
That puts a lot of pressure though, because you're like, well, I don't know if we're best friends, and he's kind of friends with
Well,
me.
no,
yeah.
it's like you're my best friend, but you don't know if it's.
And you draw
reciprocal.
something for your best friend.
I have to say that I was wrong. Patrick says it was Anheuser-Busch and Miller developed a marketing team for Cinco de Mayo, and not Coors. So
I actually heard that. If you check the tapes, I actually said that. Sorry, if you check the tapes, but nobody was listening to me. But
Well, people don't use tapes anymore. So
they use pencils to write everything down.
so
so Pencil Day.
Pencil
So
Day.
Pencil Day.
it's not
Office
going to be called
Depot.
Pencil Day. It'll be
Well,
something.
no, you already said it. It's
that's the marketing idea behind it is to sell pencils. The day has to be
They'll
something.
be
So
like,
it's, you
using
know
all
what you're
these-
describing. It's
like
like a
Best
Hobby Lobby
Friend
Day.
Day,
It's like a
Best
Michael
Friend Day.
Best Friend Day.
There's not a best friend day.
Pretty
not.
sure there is.
That's probably one of those
There's
days.
a holiday for everything.
Yeah, like the new holidays. You're like,
Well, they
"Oh, I
haven't
didn't know
marketed
was
it
hot dog day."
properly.
But seriously though, how do you know? Like, how do you approach it with a friend if you don't know that they think you're their best?
Well, I think
friend?
How do you approach a potential sexual partner as being like,
Are you having sex?
No, that's wrong. I don't know
Maybe.
what you're talking about.
I can have sex with my friends if I want?
Okay, well then maybe you should get them something for Valentine's
Yeah.
Day. It might be nice.
Or maybe get them some pencil drawings.
At least some pencil shavings are nice. You can spring them on the bed.
I'm just saying, like, it would bother me if I'm
I have
like-
a question.
Okay.
I have a question. For speaking of holidays and wastefulness, right? Okay, pumpkins are edible food, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think third world countries
No,
think
they're
about
non-edible food, Chris.
What do you think third world countries think about pumpkins and Halloween?
What do you think they think of smashing pumpkins? Isn't that a little more wasteful?
It's the same. We're carving we're essentially carving food as
They
decorations
probably
and then
think
letting
it's,
it rot.
it's number 30 on the list
Yeah.
of wasteful things that Americans
But
do all year long.
You could scoop out that and make the pie or a dish from the
But who
middle
does it?
part,
No one
right?
does that.
Yeah.
And even then, you could also eat the innards, the shape. Like,
what he
So
was
are you
saying.
proposing?
well, not
you
even
donate...
not even
The
the
pumpkin
seeds. I'm
brain.
talking about like the
rind?
siding. Yeah,
The rind?
yeah,
The
the
siding,
rind.
the aluminum siding that pumpkins are.
You can
come
eat
with.
all
So
of that.
We should donate all of that. Like, send
I'm not
that
saying you
to,
should donate. I'm just wondering, like, as a third world.
John's right. There's a lot of other stuff
We
that probably comes
literally
before that.
Cauliflower is yellow naturally, but we have to cover it with leaves while we're growing it to keep it white. If it is not covered and turns yellow, changing its flavor or nutrition, not at all. It cannot be sold in
Why?
stores because no one will buy it. Because
Why?
everyone thinks that cauliflower is supposed to be white.
But why?
Because that's what we've learned to do. I
But
don't
why?
know.
But who was the first person to
The Queen of England.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised because she has influence, and she could get those things done.
She's an influencer for sure.
Why didn't
Yeah.
she tell the Queen to tell people to eat yellow
But why
cauliflower?
do we? Why are we covering up our cauliflower?
I don't know. It was that somewhere along the line, someone figured out that white cauliflower sells better, and so now you can only sell white cauliflower.
Well, they just bad marketing.
Agreed.
They could remarket it as like a new type of cauliflower.
I'm not saying this is a good thing. I'm saying this is
I'm
a list
saying
of...
I think we could do this.
All right, so what do you want to... How are we going to fix this?
We just have to find a marketing like...
So we're going to launch a marketing campaign that spins a positive look.
It has to seem like a special type of cauliflower.
Ooh, like a superfood.
like
Exactly.
Plus?
It's like healthier.
Oh,
it's
we're going to go
all
the hipster
natural.
route.
It's all natural cauliflower.
Oh, that could
No,
actually
the gluten-free
work.
cauliflower. Just
People
call it
are
gluten-free.
idiots when it comes to their food.
And then
Yeah.
also, it's all natural. It's no longer. It's not bleached. It's
no.
not dyed.
You got to add.
So this is
like
all-
you got to add a word to
I
cauliflower.
got it. You go arsenic-free cauliflower, right? And it happens to be yellow. People be like, they'll be like,
No,
white has arsenic.
something like alpha cauliflower or cauliflower prime is what we're eating now.
No, because that's the.
I'm saying like you add a word to it. You know,
I like the arson one. That's great. because-
arsenic. Yeah.
Arsenic, yeah, not
I like the
arson-free cauliflower. Will not light your house on fire.
Arsenic and bleach-free cauliflower.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually with you now. You could easily, if you spun it in a way that totally played on people's ignorance with food, you could make it into the new superfood.
And then all of a sudden you slowly phase out white cauliflower, and all of a sudden you have yellow cauliflower.
Chris, I like to think you're gonna sell like all of your assets, put all your money in cauliflower.
Put
You're
it
gonna
in,
go
invest
all
in cauliflower.
This is it.
It's hot.
Patrick found the actual top 5 things that are wasted, top 5 foods in America. Number 5, apples. Number
How are
4,
we wasting apples?
cheese.
Are we giving them
Number
to teachers?
3, potatoes. Number 2,
Cheese is wasted.
milk. And the number 1 thing that we waste, bread. I understand that because sometimes I look in my cabinet, I have like 2 like giant loaves of bread, and they're mildewy.
But
Oh, I guess
so
yeah,
here's
that's-
the deal.
That's food
that I
waste.
get.
Is when you buy food and it just goes bad.
Those
in
are
the
just the
fridge.
things that the reason those are the most wasted are those are the things that people buy the most. You're talking bread, cheese, milk. What was it?
Yeah.
Apples.
Apples. Like those are just things that people.
Yeah,
that's
and
just-
then people buy the most pumpkins on Halloween.
I bet you the most wasted food in the month of October
I
is
stole a
is
pumpkin once
pumpkins. From a grocery store.
from a grocery store.
Why?
We
it
all
like-
we all make mistakes when we're young.
But was it like? Were you stealing it to smash it or stealing it?
I think I carved it for Halloween.
Wait, so was the big
So
one
it
not
was
like
like
the
a
2
really
little
lame,
small ones?
like
I think a friend of mine and I got in my car at like 2 a.m, went to the local Albertsons in California and stole like
What city?
just wondering.
Didn't Albertsons go bankrupt?
Did they? Oh, I missed
A
that.
lot
I
of
liked
pumpkin
Albertsons.
thieves.
Pumpkin
probably
theft,
contributed
yeah.
it,
I liked Albertsons. No, yeah, we stole probably like 2 or 3 pumpkins.
The big
were
ones
they
or the
guarded?
small ones?
Big ones. No,
Big
because
ones?
this is why. This is our master heist plan.
The
They
guard
ha-
was a scarecrow. They do that a lot.
They had the display of pumpkins like they do often in grocery stores where it's just outside and it's just a giant crate of pumpkins and they don't take it inside when the night's over, so they leave them outside. So it's literally just a pile of pumpkins outside in a closed store.
Huge waste of food.
Chris, how many pumpkins do you think are wasted? Like how in pounds? Like how much?
In pounds? Oh, 10.
He's not English, dude. He doesn't know pounds. How many dollars worth?
No. Like the weight, like or how many tons? If that helps you think of
No,
it.
pounds. Let me do pounds.
It's just
10 million pounds.
Jesus. No,
How many?
it's 36,000 pounds.
He was a little off.
What?
In what? The nation?
18 tons a pound. 18 tons
year?
of pumpkins.
In America.
On Halloween, probably.
Mm-hmm.
In America. That's wrong.
That's
2 million pounds.
Those are alternative facts.
I said 10 million.
Tell me, do you have any idea how much food that is?
That's a nah.
Chris thinks big, y'all.
Yeah.
I disagree with that number.
You disagree with it? Like
Where
That's an option now,
what is
people.
this,
That's an option.
Where are these facts coming
That's
from?
an option.
These are alternative.
From Patrick.
You can just say
These are
I
alternative.
disagree with that answer. Do it.
18,000 tons. That doesn't sound like a lot of waste to you.
18,000 tons?
Yeah, that'd be 36,000 pounds, right?
No.
No.
1,800 tons.
18,000. Is it 2,000 pounds?
18,000
in one-
times 2,000.
Is not 36,000.
That's 300, 600
Yeah.
million
A
billion.
lot of zeros. Add a lot of those zeros.
Yeah, see, did I not disagree correctly?
I
damn
don't know
it.
how to answer that. It's one of those. Yes, you didn't not disagree incorrectly.
Yeah, I want.
Why are we talking about
Because
pumpkins? I'm confused. How did we get into
All
pumpkins?
right,
We're
yeah.
talking about
well,
that,
all right.
I was.
condoms.
That was.
Talking about
Fuck.
wasted food.
I
God damn it.
Can I
God
get-
damn it. Yes, that's right. You're fuck.
See,
What is it? What is it, Mark?
I said that it was like I knew that was
Yeah.
not enough. I knew that was not enough.
But is it close to 10 million?
Let's see. Wait,
We'll see.
Let's
We'll
talk
see.
about
Public
the Queen of
wants to
England
know.
more.
There's
We'll
a real
see.
thirst for this kind of stuff.
We'll see.
God damn it.
That's kind of a really sad time in your life when you get in an argument with Chris Demarais and he's right.
That happens a lot.
No, my fucking
That's a-
math was way point. It's 3.6 million pounds.
and you were a second and go.
I know.
You were
I
like,
know.
2 million
If it makes
pounds
you
of-
feel better, I'm not going to hear the end of it.
You said 10 million.
You were still off by 75%.
All right,
I mean,
but
that's-
I'm still like I still was not as bad off as
60%,
Brandon was worse. I don't care if I was wrong. Brandon was more wrong.
I think you both are wrong for having this argument right now. And everyone listening right now is wrong for still tuning in for this.
Checked out.
Brandon was super wrong.
Yes, yes, I was.
36,000 pounds.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
That's like embarrassing.
really. That's what I'm gonna go home tonight. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
but
like,
isn't
how
this
much
what
painful
priests
thing
do?
All right,
happened to me.
How much?
Is it
How
two
much does a
fingers?
pumpkin weigh? How much does a pumpkin
Isn't
weigh?
that what it is?
How much does a pumpkin weigh?
How big is a pumpkin?
Just an average
Do
pumpkin.
you guys think the headless
8
horseman
pounds.
gets pissed off and you hear about? Oh, he's like, oh, they're wasting all these pumpkins. So many potential heads.
No. If a pumpkin is 8 pounds, how many pumpkins is 36,000?
Well, I have to do the math.
Welcome to
do-
the
do
pumpkin
the math,
math
dude.
portion of the RT podcast.
Yeah, can we
With, like,
strike
pen
the
and-
pumpkin?
Is
Pen
there
day?
some segue
All right.
that will get us off of talking about pumpkins and weight?
All right. Fine.
There's not much out there anymore to talk about.
Now I know why
think we
people
covered
think
it
I'm an
all.
angry person is because I yell out stuff like that.
You're surrounded by
I'm trying to
idiots all
think
the time.
Why is John
Hey,
an
Todd,
angry
we need a new
person?
idiot. Come on in.
I'll see if I have any other thoughts.
I would love it. What you have a list of thoughts?
Yeah,
I covered
1
them
through
all.
10 pumpkins.
You've covered all your
I got
thoughts.
into a bicycle accident yesterday at halftime of the Super
Is that
Bowl.
where the boo-boos came from?
Yeah, I got them all over my
got
body,
boo-boos.
actually.
What'd you do?
I was at a party. I rode my bike like 10 miles to it. And then
Brag about
I
it.
was like, oh, the Falcons are clearly going to win. I'm going to go home. I had a couple drinks. It was in the dark and it was on the path. We have good bike paths in the city.
Mhm.
I just ate it on a bike path. And I almost broke things. My pants were shredded. And I got home and I was like bleeding and dirty. And my girlfriend was like, what kind of party was this? What are you doing?
That's an opportunity to come up with a really good story, though.
No, I was just like,
I fell.
and then I like turn on the Super Bowl, and
And it
I'm
got
a
good.
cord cutter, so I don't have like cable. I watched it on Go 90 actually, in the bathtub because they have good NFL stuff.
In the
And-
bathtub?
Yeah, in the bathtub, and they lost. The 1%, the New England 1%ers won again.
Yeah.
I just thought we were bringing up random
No,
stuff.
no, no.
Did you do that thing? Did you do that thing when you fell, where you immediately got up and looked around and see if anybody saw you?
No, what I did is I screamed like horrible, like I was getting stabbed because it hurt so bad. And then I got my bike light off my bike and had to look at all the injuries I had to make sure I wasn't like my bone anywhere or anything. Like I wiped out.
Do you? Is it a weird thing to ask someone about their injuries?
No.
If someone has like a thing on their arm, like
Well,
a
it depends on who the
bandage.
person
That's the
is.
only good thing about getting injured.
But like, could you ever?
I have a bruise this size on my leg, but it's in my,
Is that
my
related?
undies area. Yeah,
MeUndies area.
But like, is it a weird thing to be like, what's that bruise from?
I don't think so.
Is that a faux pas, like a
Unless-
social faux pas?
I think if it depends on, we gotta read the room, dude.
Are they flaunting it?
Well, I don't know if anyone's flaunting.
Oh yeah, no, you can flaunt it.
Todd's
like,
been
people
flaunting
like,
these scrapes.
You just, like, want
all-
people
with
to
my
ask you about
skin
it.
tone.
Yeah, I mean, like if
bandages.
Todd was doing the podcast like this, like some people like they want you to ask those questions.
I found a lump the other day
Ooh,
that
Where?
scared me.
was it
It
in
was
milk?
in my groin area.
Oh.
Oh, So
Did you get it sorted out?
Apparently, Chris doesn't care. He's about to go to.
No,
the
no.
story.
I thought of another.
I
story.
just
No, no,
confessed I had a lump in a very scary spot.
Chris is like, anyway,
And
back
Chris
to pumpkins. A lot
decided-
of pumpkins get wasted during November
No,
too.
but tell me about your lump.
No, I want to hear your story, Chris.
No, I want to hear about your lump. Give me your lump.
Did it turn out that the lump was just a bug who had burrowed in there and it became a
Was it a missed testosterone injection?
Yeah, I shoved my needle right into my groin and just shoved a bunch of testosterone in there.
Wait, tell me about your lump.
There's parts of the body, and it's bad to discover stuff, and there's certain shapes things that's bad to discover stuff, and a lump is never a really good thing.
There's
on
never
your
a
body.
good lump.
Did you check the other side?
That's what it was. It was in
You
a
had one on
spot
the other side?
that I think I was like laying in bed, and I think I went to scratch or something like right here in the groin area, and I was like, well, that feels different than this side.
Yeah.
And it was like a raised lump right between the groin and the thigh, and it's
That's a lymph node, right?
That's what it turned out to be, but I didn't know that could be a thing. I didn't know.
Do you have the internet at home?
Well, that's what. But
Well,
No, you do that.
but-
Everything's
No.
cancer.
You don't ever want to like
Yeah.
check
we all,
on
We all
symptoms.
yelled at you at the same
You
time.
go look it on MedMD.
Todd, shut up, okay?
You look on MedMD, you're always gonna die.
Yeah. So I
Do you mean WebMD?
What'd I say?
Chasm MD. That's what you said.
no, I did try to do that thing where you try to look up stuff and you don't look at the worst
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
possibly.
yeah.
Like, well, what's a possibility down the line?
Yeah.
And like I was looking at hernias and I
Yeah.
was looking at, which was also terrible. It's terrible to
Yeah.
try to diagnose something you have because you try to find a picture of something you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
and you have to sift through other people who have posted other lumps that you don't want to see. And so I'm looking through and I'm like finding like, is it a hernia? There's different kinds of hernias. Some hernias can be caused not even by lifting. And so I was like, what is it? And so I just like, it didn't hurt like at all unless I really put a lot of pressure on it.
I've actually had the exact same thing, and I know that's why I knew it was a lymph node, because I
Yeah.
actually went to a doctor and was like, I've got the cancer.
That's-
Please put me
well,
out of my misery.
It did. It scared me.
Please.
I've been here in Austin for almost 4 years, and I don't have a general doctor. I just
Oh.
have my specialist that I go to for the testosterone thing. I don't have a general doctor. It's like, I should probably get one to check this kind of stuff out. So I made an appointment and waited a week and just kept an eye on it.
That's the worst part is they do a biopsy and they're like, no, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to like sweat this one out. There should be something that requires
Well, we didn't even
any
get to
kind of
that.
test that says if you can die.
Yeah.
You have to do it immediately.
It was what, by the time, like,
Go behind the curtain.
the appointment wasn't for like a week, so I just kept an eye on it. It didn't grow, it didn't shift, it didn't get hurt, and then it, like by the time I got to the doctor's appointment, it was basically almost gone. And she's like, "Yeah, it was like lymph node." Even I think one of the guys here in broadcast when I brought it up was like, "Yeah, it's a lymph node," but I didn't know. And I actually had like swollen glands up here at the time, but I didn't know you could like get a swollen gland in your groin. That's
Yeah.
not cool.
Shit.
Did you post a
Call me next
photo of
time.
it online on one of those
Did
websites?
Did not.
What is this?
Well, because it wasn't even if I wanted to, it wasn't even that visibly noticeable. It's one of those things where only you knowing your
You
body.
could do
would-
one of those 50-50 deals. Weird lump in my groin or a potato that looks like Nixon.
That was scary. It was scary to be sitting in my bed, like just by myself one morning, being like, I might have cancer.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
worst part, they're like, "Oh, we'll call you Wednesday," and then you're like watching the clock and it's 4:59, and
You're
you're
like,
just
we can't call. It's like they're like fretting over calling. You're like, we can't call him now. It's the end of the day.
It'll ruin his weekend. Let's wait till Monday.
I got a, I have a girl doctor. First time I've ever had a general practitioner who's a girl doctor.
Mm-hmm.
You ever had a girl doctor be your general doctor?
I don't believe you.
What? Yeah, it's
You're
nice.
supposed to hold up
It's
your
comforting.
fingers while you do that.
It depends. It depends what like
believe
a
it.
general or a.
Well, like general, like check, like anything I have
Yeah.
a problem with my body. Like if not for the fact that I had, this is another fun part of my my condition. I get my groin checked all the time. It's fantastic. But if not for the fact that I just had like my general, my specialist doctor check my groin, she was like, she wanted to do a full body check because I hadn't gotten a checkup in like 5 years. She's like, have you had that area checked for? I was like, yeah, I have, but I don't know, like I've never had a
Not by
girl
a girl.
doctor.
Yeah.
That was the answer. No, I haven't had a girl do it. What's that like?
They're going to start talking about you in like female doctors of Austin chat rooms. Like, this guy wants me to feel his groin again.
It's got a
I'm
weird
not
lymph
sure.
node.
It seems
I did have to
weird.
get a tetanus shot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those are fun.
that's good though.
Yeah.
Those hurt.
They do, but actually, the funny thing is that those hurt about as much as my testosterone shots.
I might have talked about this on the podcast before, but as far as like weird injuries, I once had. So
I can't believe you're still doing that 2-finger pointing thing.
I'm
That's
He's
really
kept
consistent.
I've committed.
He has kept up
Um,
on that finger.
I
thing
was
this
eating
entire
French
time.
fries, and it was like on a date type thing, and then
What's a date type thing?
well, it was a date, not like a full date, but we were like hanging out with a girl, right?
She was about to get abducted.
Yeah.
She did not know it was going to be a date.
Which
What is a full date means? Like
it's
not a nice
it wasn't a
restaurant?
one-on-one thing. It was like a more hangout thing, but it was like yeah. Anyway, so I was eating French fries, and the girl was like, "Oh, I want some fries," and then she like tried to bite the fries out of my mouth.
What?
Lady in the Tramp style.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But she missed and then bit my lip. And I'm not talking about like, ow, ha ha ha. I mean, ow. There's a lot of blood, and there's a hole in my lip.
How did she miss?
Well, it's like,
Did you like jerk and move?
How hard do you have to chew to like get through a French fry too? Was she like, I've never had
She
a
was
French
just-
fry before?
I think
Ah."
too, I mean, there was also like people have been drinking and stuff, so it was kind of like
Oh,
a
yeah.
drunken like chomp.
Oh, bad.
I would
time.
love
But
to-
then I had this like, it had this like huge gaping like thing in my lip, and I was like, I had to like, it was one of those things where I'd meet someone and I'd be like, so this is a
can't
girl
stop.
bit my French fry.
I can't stop looking.
Let
at
me
your
go back
lips
2
now.
weeks here.
Like, yeah, and I felt like I had to explain like why I had this like weird thing on my lip.
I'd love to know her thought process
have a
in
scar?
that. And she's just like, I'm gonna make a move on this guy.
It's probably for a while it did. I don't know.
Let me come at him with my
Top
massive
lip,
jaws
top
and
lip.
Yeah,
rip
I'm
his
looking.
fry out his mouth.
Did you guys hit it off?
And that was the start of a great relationship.
Yeah. Did you? I'm getting at. And did you like end up making out with her? You're like, you break it.
Well,
you
I
buy
couldn't
it,
make
lady.
out that day because I was bloody.
Did you eventually?
You break it, you
close the
buy
deal?
it. That's what you tell her.
Did you eventually close the deal?
I'm not gonna go.
Did you make out?
Just
Whoa,
tell us to
come
close the deal.
on. We don't know who it is.
That's
it
all I'm
light.
asking.
Keep it light. Did you make out with her
Yes, we made
eventually or that night?
That means that they had sex. That means they had sex.
This guy never has sex.
No, look at his face. Look at his face.
Look
He
at
totally
him.
means it.
He knows it. Look,
Wait,
What?
have I had sex?
you're gonna in a year. That's good news for you. You're gonna.
Wait
In
till
June.
Wait till
And
June.
he's
In
married, so you know he doesn't.
It's like you push the lymph node and his dick gets hard.
What was that word?
Lymph node, whatever. I'm like, the words
We'll
are my
ADR it later. Fix it in post. So you made out with her that night?
Yeah, we messed around. I'm not gonna go to.
You had sex that night with a bloody lip.
No,
Yep.
No.
You smile. Look at that stupid smile.
That's in like the pickup.
Look at
artist.
it. Look at this smile.
Look at that.
This is the smile of someone who had sex that night.
You got it. That's actually the appendix to like
no,
the pickup
I'm-
artist is like, try this. Tell them they have a cool necklace and then get them to bite a French fry out of your mouth. But then put your lip in the way
Why are
at the
you
last
so
second.
sheepish right now about having sex?
I don't know. I don't like kissing and biting and telling.
I like
So do you think that was part of why it worked? Like in the future, were you like purposely trying to get a girl to accidentally bite you?
I've
'Cause you
never
think it
had.
linked it?
No, not like that
What's
kind
your
of
What's your fetish, Chris?
Hey,
boobs.
whoa.
I don't-
Ooh, he has a fetish.
Whoa.
I want to know.
No,
what it
no,
is.
no, no.
What's
I
the
mean,
fetish?
into that
I don't,
territory.
no, I mean, I don't really. I just I like boobs.
Bit of toes.
Valentine's Day.
Are you toes guy?
Valentine's Day is fetish.
I don't know.
Let's delve into this. What does Chris like?
I mean, I just like girls in general. Like,
Girls
Wow.
and boobs.
Please try to tone down the steaminess of this. Okay?
What's your fetish, John?
I've been trying to figure that out. I feel like there's a fetish somewhere inside of me, and I just haven't found it yet.
So
I feel like
every-
I'm gonna have an awakening at some point.
Every night you go home, you just try a different thing on your body.
Nah,
a
that's
different looking
scary.
thing up. And you're like, nah, this is
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I guess there is stuff you try
you
out.
get close. You're
Yeah.
like, no.
Crossing off stuff from a big
Yeah.
gross
Yeah.
list.
I
You
mean,
just go down the holes and try them all out.
You walk away, and then all of a sudden a butt plug like falls out of your jeans. You're like, oh, this is.
I haven't
this
had a
is
butt
another
plug
one.
yet. Where do you buy butt plugs?
You can buy a butt plug anywhere.
Could you buy it on Amazon?
right here.
Yeah.
You can make a
Plenty of butt plugs on
out of
Amazon.
anything.
No, I
Nope,
haven't.
nope. I've seen a video.
I got
that
asked
is
that.
Not well.
I got asked that, and I actually like. was
Gus
like,
showed
I
me
wish-
that video,
I wish I had
actually.
an answer. I don't really. I haven't figured out what my but I feel like everyone has a fetish, and you just haven't figured it out. You just haven't like.
Just give it time, guys.
Yeah, I think so.
It's like the
Todd, have
more.
you figured out your fetish yet?
Oh yeah.
What's your fetish?
I
Todd?
gotta kill a mermaid before I.
I have
It's
to
a
feel
lot
the
of work
life
up
of a
front.
mythical creature leave.
Yeah,
You find
yeah. It's
it
kind
out
of
of
like the
necessity.
Harry Potter tears thing. I
Yeah.
get the death, like the death rattle of a mermaid. I'm like, yes, finally.
You find it out of necessity. It's like the more desensitized you get to everything else, the more you're just kind of like, oh man, I gotta find something. here that works."
Is public affection a fetish?
Like
No.
exhibitionism.
Well, what kind?
Well,
PDA.
like yeah, PDA or getting
That I think you have to
like doing
that's-
doing fun stuff
If
out
it's,
in
if
like,
it's
that's
very
public- that's like-
specific, like if it's like, yeah, I like
near the
getting
ocean,
hand jobs in the
Pacific, like-
subway, that would be a fetish. If it's like the more specific it is, the more likely it's a
John, are
fetish.
you saying you like that kind of?
yeah, I'm thinking that's exciting to me.
Wow.
It's like what's
What's
like
the weirdest place you've ever had sex? That
not
was
a lot of weird places. Again,
I know
I
we
said
we
I
talk-
haven't been a very sexually active person in my life.
I think we
No.
talked about this on Barb's show, Always Open. But what's the weirdest place besides the bedroom?
God, nothing really exciting.
Nothing?
I really
Nothing?
like car or
You haven't had sex in a car?
I've had sex in a car.
Okay.
I'm saying that I like cars and
You can make car could be exciting if it's parked in an interesting place.
the idea of the car is way better than the practical
Yeah,
application.
cars never turn out really
No.
that amazing.
Does your roommate's bed count?
No, that's not interesting. That's just.
No.
Haven't had sex in Bernie's house yet.
Well, I haven't either. I mean, I don't think.
I just say that because I'm watching his house right now.
Nothing.
He has cameras all around.
What?
everywhere.
You guys?
I'm trying to think of the weirdest place I've had sex.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Please don't do that.
But he's also not
Just
allowed
kidding.
back in them.
Just kidding.
Have you ever had sex in someone else's house?
It's weird though,
Of
Todd. You're like
course.
pretending to be one of the
Well, no,
animatronics.
I haven't,
on
had,
stage.
I haven't really had sex in someone else's house. I don't think.
I'm the fuckosaurus, kids.
Happy birthday, birthday.
That's gross.
Because that's a.
I really need to step up. My
I'm
game.
engaged to be wed. I can't have these disgusting talks.
How do you like?
'Cause
How do you get
you're-
along with your
You're getting close to not having sex.
father-in-law.
Betrothed, yeah. Fatherhood?
father-in-law?
It's cool. It's very cool.
You get along with him?
He listens to cool music.
Wait,
He's like,
it's-
hey man,
it's-
did you hear this?
It changes a little after you're married, because like my father-in-law, last time I saw him at Christmas, he was talking. You know, we got a dog, and he was kind of disappointed because he feels like that delays when we get kids.
Yeah.
And he's looking at me. He's like, no one's wrong. He's like, look, you gotta get on that. You gotta have kids.
Gotta
I'm like,
hit
are you
that,
telling me
man.
like I gotta go in the other room and hit that right now?
Like secretly impregnate her.
yeah, like you gotta get
"Whoops,
it.
I forgot the
No,
condom.
not secretly, but he's like, it's like you gotta get on it. Like it felt strange. It felt very strange.
Well, is it? Do you think since you got married that he's come to like accept you and embrace you more?
Has he
I
come?
mean,
has he
he's-
come to accept your penis?
He has, he's dealt with it.
He's dealt.
He's
with
come
it.
to
He
terms.
tries, man. Like I didn't know what to get him for Christmas, so I'm like, you know what would be cool? Like a really awesome knife, like an awesome, really cool knife. And he get a knife, so he like opened it, and this is a good knife. This is a brand.
It's a weird gift, Brandon.
nice
It's
I
a
remember
brand
the day in the
knife.
office when you were kicking around ideas.
Yeah, I was like, I
you
don't.
got him
fucking
a
know.
knife?
And then he like
What
picked
got
it up
off the
and he
list
looked at
before
it,
a
like,
knife was
he
landed
kinda
on?
confused, and he like was trying to figure out how to close it, and then he like sliced his finger and started bleeding, and it got on the couch, and I'm just kind of like, God damn it,
He's like,
father-in-law's hard.
at least he didn't do that. That's not a knife.
There's a knife. Yeah.
This is a knife.
I thought it
oh,
would be
this is a
cool.
knife. I cut myself with it. Oh, wow.
Jesus.
Crikey.
Maybe it's a power play. Maybe like I'm giving you a knife. 'Cause
Knife's
I
a
don't-
weird gift to give.
That is a
anybody.
weird gift.
Really?
For
Maybe you wanted to
anyone,
be
dude.
blood brothers.
Is
And
that
let-
really
and
a
let
weird
this-
gift?
Yes, that's a super weird gift, dude. I mean, it's only not a weird gift.
A weapon.
But it's
It
not.
is
It's
a
like
weird
and
thing
it's
to
like
give
it serves a
someone.
utility purpose too.
What kind of knife was it?
Well, he's
Was
saying
it
It's a
his
fancy
cook-
one.
if
His
it's-
father-in-law's all manly.
I just
and
went.
stuff.
I
You
didn't
wanna
just
get
go
manly-
like buy like
We
a
have-
machete.
We have
and give him
pocket
a
knives.
machete.
We have butterfly knives. We have fancy knives.
well,
Let me-
okay.
let me look it up.
If you
It's
buy-
like
you can
very,
buy- you buy-
you hear this knife and you're like, that's a fancy.
you buy
knife.
a knife for like a 12-year-old for like
No.
It's a knife
what-
that you would wear with black tie. Is what
like
you'd
a
have.
pocket knife for like a kid. It's like a cool thing.
A
I remember-
Gerber. Apparently, Gerber.
Let me
It's
see.
a good knife.
They make
Oh,
baby
they got
stuff?
the best. They got the best. They do baby stuff and knives.
Nice.
Same building.
Same building.
Yep.
They make bottles and
It's
nipples
just a
and
weird.
knives.
It is a really
The
weird gift
sharpest
because
knives on the market.
you have to wonder. That's a weird gift,
Well,
Brandon.
I don't know, man.
How much was it?
I got him a
let me see if
syringe,
let me
okay?
see if
I
I
got
can-
him a syringe. Why
It's
is
just
that
Look,
weird?
it was $90, so I figured, you know what? It's like over $70.
Let
It
me
must
see.
be
That is
nice.
a
But you know what?
fancy
I don't
knife.
think that looks like.
yeah, spin it.
That doesn't look like you spent $100.
Here, let me get it. I can get it on the Apple TV.
Next
It
year, you're
do-
going to get him a gun?
It doesn't look like you spent $100 on that.
If he knows the Gerber name,
But he.
and the Gerber reputation, then
Well,
I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
Well, now he knows it's sharp, but
Yeah.
it's just Brandon. That's a horrible.
Oh, man.
Oh, okay. What's the best? What do you get? What's
Not a
like
knife.
Get him a really nice whiskey.
Alcohol's a good direction.
No, but I mean, I don't know if he could have taken that across the border.
All right,
maybe.
Oh, so
a holder for his knife.
get him.
Do we have it on the Apple TV?
Are you trying to show off
On
the
the
knife that you bought?
Nope, don't
Yeah,
have it.
I
We'll
grew
try
up
again.
Arrival. Been meaning to see that.
It's a good movie.
I grew up on the border of Texas and Mexico. I grew up in El Paso. We used to go over to Juarez when we would want to, and we would buy knives, but it would be like a switchblade and like things that are illegal.
Yeah.
So I have a couple of those. You can get them real cheap across the border. I don't know
Yeah.
why
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just didn't do that.
Yeah, he could. He could
No,
get
we were
cheaper
going
knives.
to Brownsville. I had a lot of things. I just thought, I was like, let me just look for stuff that's over like $90. And I was like, knife. All right.
That's a really. I Oh,
I don't
God,
know,
Brandon.
man. I don't think it was that bad.
I got a knife for being in someone's wedding once, but that everyone got like it was like a pocket knife
A watch
that everyone had their
No,
name.
not a
like,
watch.
I'm just
engraved
at
on.
my wedding. I'm just gonna give out like cyanide pills. Like if you want to opt out, then just it's on you. Go for it.
Um,
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I can get it on the screen so people can see it, but like that's it.
I mean, it's a good looking knife.
It's a good
It's
looking
not a
knife.
knife.
You feel
but
it.
no,
and
no,
it's
no. But
heavy.
Brandon, there's so many knives like that.
What
that it
would
could
you get?
all-
What would you get your father-in-law?
I took a bottle of whiskey or like, let me think a second. I mean, anything other
It's
than
actually a good idea.
knife.
$90 bottle of alcohol.
That
He found his alcohol. Yeah.
or like some really nice. Does he like? What does he like? Does he like to smoke cigars? Some really nice cigars.
I don't
and
know anything about your
cigar
father-in-law.
box?
I got him other stuff. He likes to bike. I got him like
Restaurant gift card.
He's
People
in
like
the
to
country,
eat.
that.
man.
I don't know about that's
People like
kind of
to
lame.
eat. Golden Corral gift card.
I like Golden Corral. It's a
Please
lot
don't.
of food
Like,
for a little amount
For
of money.
$90, you could have gotten
God.
like a Fitbit or something that's like practical and like, oh yeah,
That's too tech heavy.
I like
You
the
have to
idea.
give
with the
somebody
knife.
like, hey, you figure this out.
What message does a knife send as a gift, though?
it is. It's
Man,
You
like,
look
from
like you're
man to
about to
man.
cut something.
it's like Brandon's trying too hard.
Anyone else here who have a father-in-law?
Who and
Used to
anyone
have
else
one.
ever bought their
no,
father?
not you, because you already disagreed.
Never
with
bought
me.
him a gift
Gift ideas.
Has anyone ever bought a knife
for
for a-
someone else,
for a father-in-law?
for a special someone in your life.
Who are these? So we have some people in the control
Get
room.
him Sherry's berries next time.
I'm gonna look up gifts for father-in-laws, and you know what? Knives aren't gonna be there.
I bet your knife's going to be 8 or above. Number 8 or
This
above.
is a weird game of Family Feud.
Everybody, just take a few minutes to zone out on your own phone or device.
I'm sending to the
Whiskey.
pictures. So people can see
Whiskey was number one. A
Oh.
dartboard.
it. Ooh, dartboard's not bad.
Chloroform and a rag.
A hat.
Like what list is that?
Gin. I mean, nowhere do
What's
I see
number 8?
knife.
What's number 8?
No, that-
There wasn't a
that's-
list. It was
there's
just
a
like, it was
list.
just-
I'm
I'm just
sure.
saying, it's a weird gift, dude. I'm sorry. Like, it really is a
Yeah,
weird
but it's
thing.
Brandon. It's in character.
What
And
did you get?
and
Yummy.
and you encouraged this.
Yeah.
You encouraged
I was
it.
just trying to get him to go away. I was
Fucking
like,
two
yeah, it looks
fingers out
great.
of
The
my
knife is
face.
fine.
Just let it happen.
I'm not responsible for it. What'd you get your mother-in-law?
Knife.
Nice.
We
I thought that was going to go
God.
weed.
some
They got plenty down there.
thing nice, and I don't.
Why did you say that in slow motion?
Because I was hoping if I just took a while to say it, I would remember it by the time I got to the end of the sentence.
And she was probably like, "Oh, mijo, this is so wonderful. I love this. Thank you. Gracias."
It was something nice. It wasn't a knife. That would be weird.
Right.
It'd be
that's the
funny if
line.
whatever you got her, she did the same thing. Like if you got her like kitchen gloves, she was like, "Oh, I cut myself. We're the cut yourself on a gift family. Oh no, you're welcome. Do it."
All right.
I think we've run the course.
Yeah, I've had quite a podcast. The
has
fucking
been
ton
fun.
thing. That's gonna hurt. All right. Thank you so much for watching the RT podcast this week. Stay tuned because the Try Hard podcast is coming up next. You can also watch the post show. I think so.
Come first, remember, roosty.com/first.
Roosty.com/first. So thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks.